Renegade when afraid. Man in the wilderness. I am up. Giving an update on this thing. But Andrew, we are coming to you now because right now, before we come online now, just now we know. Before we come live, one of the Titans, them call them kind of thing I thought was someone up the Titans, you know. So one of the Titans call me, like just call me and say, no man, let's come knock it. But when we just start the show, we now without delay because we see the Indian government, the Indian High Commissioner said them might help the authorities, you know, repatriate them from Jamaica back. Why them come to the first place? Andrew can't tell me nothing. Look, we start the show.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till they are my burn. We now make them get in at them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber them.
Not a Judas, them a backstabber. I'm my wife, and this straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Maybe the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold. Like a bull man, we send us the jammer. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line for line. Become a lyrical fader. Put up in everything, they want some boy all in a head. Yeah, man, renegade up, man. Up, man. We're going to boast some more all in the Andrew thing because here this now. We want to look on the amount of plane and the damage and I mean the bad press what we get in Jamaica. But Andrew only said the worst thing. And you tell me for all the Prime Minister accountable, you know, for all these things. So this way I do. We're going to look back on some other plane. Remember me just, the show before this, we are talking about the plane will land down in a Carindon. We are talking about the basketball. We are talking about the one we burn up. We are going to look back on them there too. We don't hear nothing else, you know. This is the next sweep under the carpet because it's impossible for some broke people. Because if you have your money, you know, if you have your money can fly, then you won't need you know, but a charter flight with a bag of people, you just fly by your own and fly with your family. So if you have your money and spend for yourself, then you know nobody now hassle you. Yeah? Yes, man. But I say, yo, of course. Nobody now hassle you for going away. Can you fly yourself? You understand? So if you have your money, you know, go team up. 280 down, no. If you go book a flight, and then everybody will look pound and think, you don't sleep anywhere. Because if you have your money, them now, you don't have no reading, no red, nothing around you, you know. Unless there's some dirty money and people ban you from some other place or something or the other. See? But if you just come in away here, just come land and put up in a 4-star hotel and walk the road, and then for much days and nobody no trouble, no. Then back it. Not even Jamaican get them privilege. Them most Jamaican get them privilege. Only the big boys. The oligarch and the big boy there. You see? It's really troublesome. So hear this now. See what them are doing now? This come out in the paper now. Them have them over airport, so them are try to repatriate them. So the Indian High Commission I work with the Jamaican authority to try to repatriate them back to India where them come from. Yeah? Look on this. Them there. You see them there? They may not look dirty, broken, them thing, and I know. Like, oh, see them there? Them, all right, them come for work. Look on them. Them come to Jamaica for something. Them not look rich, but them look like the average one. Them will come to do some work. You understand? See? No, them are try to patch it up, you know. And them, you see them, I remember from the other day, them are sell out, Lollipop John, the one of them are sell out the place then. And hotel and all kind of little things. And I remember, you know, them people, you know, when them call you, them talking about although I am working with Rogers. You have to be careful of them, you know. Go on, know who come to the place. Go on, know. Yeah? Them and look, hey, if them had it hungry belly, you think them could have called by themselves and charter a plane. One of them big plane there. Would have come to them, would them know from Europe and think, whose pilot will listen to them? And go land and carry them to a country. Unless the government and people from out of the peers out there are part of this piece of shit. Eh? Must be a part of it. See? So this kind of beat me. See that look on them. See them here now? Them not pitchy patchy. You see it? Yeah. Look here. See them there? Now them acting and them clothes that them ready to come work. It don't make no sense, don't it? Look here. So we look out them, say them and send them back home. Look on this. You see them? Suitcase and all. See them there? Them just relax. Them just relax. Yeah. But yeah, man, them, I know that Curtis, because them try it for me, you know. I think we see one round the corner, this, but most of them are pay man, me I see. Most of it are source man. But this now, 4-star hotel, it show we have. Because our one people in the pandemic, our one people in the pandemic. Remember this, you know? We have one people in the pandemic. But them turn with the ship. Andrew himself turn with it. When I tell you now, why you make this land? Them don't swear and say no, but you can't just aim for Jamaica. You just book a plane. When you just spend how much 100,000 how much money for us. On a charter plane, you know. And a normal flight, this, you know. And it's a German pilots, German crew, for them plane. And them flight come to you and stop at Dubai, but they can't the plane around refill or something. Refuel. And stop in a Cairo and fly 14 hours hard. Come straight to Jamaica. Take them out of the plane. Them a complain, say, listen. This is never part of a deal. This is our deal where we just left them at Jamaica and gone. A one way them charter with, that means a one way you pay. You remember, the pilot himself not on the plane. So you have to call the company. For them big plane, yeah. Eh? For them big plane, yeah. And come at your place, and then the government will say, the authorities, the government, will say, well, we don't have no lockup could have hold them. But your anger, we brother and sister, them are 80 like them are shit. As them reach in a little boat where Sharky just bite and the bust like balloon and yam them. And them join off. As it reach in a center of South Portland, so they just unlock them up. About 50 of them you find space. I mean on Anatolia you find space. You find it same place in a Porty. In a Portland. If I send them as you find it. But no, you're saying I'm the space to lock them up, but we see them have incursion. And them lock up more than 1,000 man. Oh, we don't have no space to detain 218 man. Who them a tell that? Are the biggest lie, that a fraud. When if you stop it, don't make Andrew teaching for out with them thing about a bone no. A lot of people them lock up in the pandemic. Now even before that. In that state of emergency. They lock up over 6. Look how much people they lock up. For nearly 2 years, how much 100 of them lock up. Remember, you just detain them. Take them out of them house and where you take them from and detain them. Them man now, you know, fingerprint them. You put them in a 4-star hotel. Them free for walk the street. Them govern now, remember, you know, you can't just say you send them back and you send for 2020 of them and them and carry them in same way. Fly them go down to South America, make them come through like normal passenger, 20 of them. 10 days so, or 10 a day. You know, and then no reason eyebrow, and you get the same people. Them Jamaican people are idiot. We are carry them in. Eh? Eh? None of them know we are alright. 400,000 for no wear mask. But look how them people just cut you on them easy. No way at all, them not do this. No way at all, them do this. No way. And then the government then said, me tell you, say you have a look nasty government, you know. Them not come out and come talk to the people them from Friday, you know. Them have to hear this and it get louder. Same with SSL, them not come out and talk to you, you know. When you get mad, then them react. And them do a thing named PR. Damage control. You can't, look at. Let me show you what them can't control. Because the people them will look bad in front of winner, then carry them out of the airport treat not look bad. So them are work out a flight for them now. You know, for them are going how much money that? No much money? Eh? About them carry them come there. Let them carry them. Them can't tell me nothing. Yes, sir. Titans are chipping, lied.
What go on, my brother?
Boy, I'm not there, man.
Boy, me I tell you that dark day and a sad day down at Jamaica as it relates to this plane landing at the airport. Because certainly we know say you have a thing called international civil aviation, which must alert Jamaica that a plane is on its way. And when we look at what the protocol show, this plane only have a one-way flight with the passenger, drop them off and go back.
Yes.
So, you know, we want to know then who did I take them out? Which airline did I fly them back home?
It's a charter airline, this, you know.
Yes.
Airline when somebody might come from, you know.
Exactly.
Dubai refuel or something and stop in a Cairo again, you know. And fly 14 hours and 14 and a half hours. Come straight to Jamaica. So them know where them are go. So somebody have to pay for the flight. Let me ask you something now. This is some little, can I see them? May I look upon them? They're not wishy-washy. This is not rich people them because if them have their money. If you have your money, you and your wife and kid, you just book a flight and you go where you go. Whether you go on a vacation and thing, you not fly with a bag of people like this. Right? Unless a government sponsors, the big boys them sponsor this. And if are some poor people, all them hire the plane.
That's what I'm saying.
So none of them hire the plane because
none of them hire the plane. Them couldn't charter that plane. Them couldn't charter that plane on the moon unless some serious people up on that plane there.
I mean, I tell you again now. Say serious people that them I want to make it look make it sound, to be. Make it out to be. But if you have your money, you are traveling in your own crew, you're not traveling in this big crew, brother. If you are charter plane, you travel your own self, that means you're good. You can't go anywhere in the world.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Some, reputable people have certain status, charter plane on the moon. And the plane would have to be listed as an incoming flight to Jamaica.
Thank you.
Good. So the airport authority would have to have that plane coming in on their flight schedule board, arrival board.
Yeah.
So a whole heap of question of an answer with the government official in Jamaica. The Foreign Affairs Minister, Minister of National Security, the Prime Minister. Those are the three main people who have to give an answer for these people landing on the soil using with international airport You understand? It's not like they're refugees,
No.
you know? And the fact that the flight is only a one-way flight, it shows that these people wasn't intended on going back to India. For
No.
all we know. Because when you look at the time frame, they landed in Jamaica and what coming up on the 12th, it mirrored.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? There's
Mm-hmm.
cause for concern where that is concerned with the date and them coming in Jamaica so close to the date for that event. So as you said, they would have just integrated them into the society
Yes.
because even coming in on the flight charter, they didn't have a hotel book. So where they were gonna stay
But them
on
get
the
hotel
street,
book for them, you know, without
I
pay.
know that they get hotel book for them. But when you
Yes.
charter a flight coming from one country to the next country, you have to do your package. So your
Yes.
flight and where you stay. That have to be on record. You understand? So it's a whole heap of thing need for sort out in this saga right now. But
No,
as it
Zimbabwe.
relates to Jamaica,
Right. Andrew plan the
yeah.
lie them no, no. 'Cause I remember I'm a lie this man ever. So me and you know
Well,
something not a lie.
him can plan as much as he want, Because right now, this can even spread far and wide outside of Jamaica.
Yes.
Because German have something input in this, where the plane is from Germany
Yes.
and the flight crew is from Germany. And then the Indian authority back home, you
Yes.
understand? Because they would have to have it listed as a flight taken off from their airport with their national and where the flight is heading to.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a case of like a disaster, your disaster, the Indian embassy would have to give account of how much national is on that flight. So it's a whole heap of intricacy that need debating where
But look
this
at
is
it now.
concerned.
When them landing on, not even the India ambassador the commission up there, the embassy, I know say them are coming up. I just the Jamaican one them are going like them never know. Because you now take something from India where you have Australia, you have look how much country around in Asia. You want to have the biggest population. Now you get
Yeah,
up
you
on
have
the land, you get land all of Europe, you don't want to stay, you fly over Europe. You go to Cairo, in the Middle East, you're there over the place, you fly over the whole of them place there. If you come to Jamaica, what's up? And then you get 4-star hotel too, where you not pay for. And then you up on the street. Who fingerprint you? You can't tell me say them a look a better time, a better life. Them not come and see this, them not seek asylum neither, But you know come and seek because every drop you that them die even as something where them a prosecute with them. So them
yeah,
not
but
seek
we know
asylum
we
something.
them could use that allegation because we know not take place in India.
No.
India well civilized and have all type of activities are going down the Indian Premier League and them economy well up there. Not now going to India, so them could use that as a ploy.
No, but
You
I said
understand?
who the thing that the plane spend the money charter the plane
Some Iraqi
from
and
Jamaica.
some Iraqi get money. This is a, like you put on a trip.
So
Some government official in Jamaica get money for that flight,
of course. So we see
Because well on yeah.
Lollipop Jar. He's a minister of tourism too.
Yeah man.
You put him in the thing too, I'm a
Yes.
slow about land. And I said I have the water beach on property, brother. That have to stop. No more hotel.
Hey, loan some them money I hustle money for the general election upcoming,
Nah,
So
everything.
you can't look for them type of activities there. You understand? Yeah. Because this is like a man put on a trip in one trip. So you bypass all the national airport and all the taxes we should appear. I just scrape everything. Tell some man so them can't come in. I treat that bus because if you notice, even if it was something that they were unaware of. We should have seen military personnel out by airport.
True.
You understand?
True.
Because this is of national security matters. But we never see nothing like that. And the people them are allowed to move about as normal citizens in our country. I see them even a buy red stripe beer from vendors and all these things. Them are relaxed down on the waterfront. And it's related that some of them even cannot be accounted for.
Yes.
So they have a free passage. So these people could not like put a vice grip on this plane load of people because of what the deal was prior to them people leaving India. Some big man send down them man there, and some big man down a yard collect up a food. Because I'm so them can generate money now, you know. SSL mash up, you know. So it's this one we have generating money to go forward to the next general election.
Yeah.
So we are going to see all of these type of, you know, skullduggery.
Yes, yes.
But people need to get, you know, and hold accountable for these actions. Because this are a criminal act. And, you know, no small people are involved in this. Good, we know that.
Yeah, man.
So, you know, the mere fact of the matter that you don't even get an update press briefing from the Prime Minister, Minister of National Security and them people there. Not even the Foreign Affairs Minister don't come out and say nothing. It's just a media report. So where are the officials hiding in all of this? We need them to come forward and, you know, say what them have to say what them know about this flight. Somebody know about this flight.
Well, all right, so hold on, don't move. Wait, that's about that one here. You see that flight there? Wait, that's remind some people. Wait, that's about that one here.
The Clarendon police are searching for two people they believe were on a light aircraft when it crash landed along the white sandy beach in Rocky Point about 5:30 Saturday evening.
We believe that they are still in the area. Up to this point, no one has reported to the police or anything. So we are conducting our investigation to determine where those persons possibly could be.
The aircraft has a Mexican flag and tail number XBJMR. According to airport-data.com, the plane is owned by JM Promo SA, a manufacturing company in Aguas Calientes, which is 265 miles outside of Mexico City. It was deregistered according to the site. When CVM Live visited the area on Sunday, residents assisted us to the crash site. As we traveled along the beach, we passed a number of people moving with cabinets and other compartments they took from the plane wreckage. We spoke to a man who says he witnessed the crash.
When we look, there's a big plane passing by. Almost a job to go up, and them think say plane job me too. So anyhow, him come across and him come across to see what him, when him come in turn.
Circle, make a circle.
Yeah, him turn, and when him turn, him put on a bright light. And when him put on the light, there's when him put on the light, it's like him a look a spot where him can put the plane. And from there, so, it's like, after that, there is everyone from the district start run, and I say, boy, the plane land up there, so our plane drop or him crash.
The area is infested with crocodiles, so residents say they waited for some time before approaching the plane. When we got there, there was no security presence on the scene, and so residents were all over the accident scene.
These men have been here for several hours now, examining the wreckage, trying to remove whatever scrap metal they can to sell.
When the police and soldiers returned, residents quickly vacated the aircraft upon their command. As speculations swirl about what might have led to the plane crash landing in the area, the police say they are conducting a number of targeted operations throughout the community to find those involved.
The high-level probe might be compromised as residents descended on the crash site, limiting the ability of investigators to extract untouched clues that might lead them to a conclusion. Reporting from Rocky Point, Clarendon, I'm Chris.
But they never want that. They started it contaminated. That's number one. This are them plan. This are them plan. So remember this, like
Yeah, man.
so
Yeah,
this, man. This is solving, you know.
No, we don't hear nothing about. We don't hear nothing about This and the other one will land at the cane field.
Hold on, no man, but let me move from the one that first. But I'll show you the next one too. So this is one more plane. We don't know much money it carry our jugs that way it carry. But we know that the man disappear. We don't know how him come off of the island, but in the end of the island.
But you see this flight here, as it relate to Mexico. And them people are one with hotel, you know. I remember the biggest coke party them now, you know, we hotel them I keep down in the Caribbean island at Jamaica. I keep the biggest coke party.
Okay.
In the hotel.
I'm gonna try to show us on one plane. Look again.
A major multi-agency investigation is underway to determine what led to a plane entering Jamaica's airspace and the subsequent emergency landing in Rocky Point, Clarendon. The occupants and pilot of the aircraft are still being sought, as well as whatever cargo was on board. We have extensive team coverage of this developing story. Up first, our reporter Dwayne Anderson was on the scene last night.
It was not the typical Saturday evening for residents of Rocky Point in Clarendon. They told us the ordeal started minutes after 6 when an unknown plane began circling the area.
While we're on the ball going to play some ball, we see this aircraft. Small aircraft fly past, go to the east, so we never too pay in mind. So maybe a 2 minutes after here we see it come back, and then we see it come up as a come land. You see me I say, so we say, I want to go on there. So
land, you know. You notice that tell us it's circle.
Yeah.
Them tell it where for go land. And you know what?
Man.
JDF they pick it up, nobody not pick it up. Impossible.
Them now go pick them go turn a blind eye upon them thing because remember, you know, the Iraqis them run the island, you know, man, and them control every new country in the corner where, you know, deployment is concerned, from the military to the police. You understand? But we have to look upon, you know, as it relates to Rocky Point, you know. That is always a central location for plane come and boat and them things and drop off them stuff there. Yeah, we know that. You understand? So, you know, the link is there to determine what was on that plane.
This
man,
you have government members and big boys in this, man. Play again.
Then next thing we know, the man them go on them boat and them drive come up here and them say, yo, plane crash up there and something, then everybody run come up here. See me I say?
Because it passed low right over here, no one to Friday. We have a jet, but to some look. You see, go back over here and then you come back with one bright light and a search. And then
your sister land one.
Yeah.
Well load, man. Everybody here back from way back up, man. Well load, man.
Getting to the site was tricky. The water was low in some parts and 5 feet deep in others. Fisherfolk familiar with the area led the way. They told us crocodiles frequent the water in these parts. Luckily, we did not encounter any of the reptiles in the dark while on our journey. Now, once on the scene, we observed several things. The plane bore a Mexican flag. Whoever was inside had also packed for the journey, as indicated by the bottles of drinking water we saw scattered. We checked, and the water brand is traced back to Mexico.
Yeah.
No, we did not go into the plane to help preserve the site for investigators. But this amateur footage from residents who went aboard showed what inside the unit looked like.
Nice plane.
Most people we spoke with said they went to the site to help anyone who may have been injured.
At first we worry and I wonder what could I go on because we think whole heap of scenarios. You see me I say? They don't come up here and see for yourself, so you look at the plane because see the bottom there. So you look like it land right there, so and then it go way up more good because it stop, you see it? So that's why we hear a load noise and something. Because we frightened at first, yeah, because we are wonder what go on here, so.
I'm hoping that it just crashed for a good reason, you know, it was just malfunction and crash and nothing else. But I can't, you know, comment on what happened and stuff. I'm just hoping that it crashed that way.
But concern for the occupants or pilots' safety quickly turned to curiosity. People started to ask, where did the occupants or pilot go? What happened to whatever cargo was being transported? And was this a crash or an emergency landing for something more sinister? Getting the answers depended heavily on finding the occupants of the plane. And so the security forces set about searching. Some of the soldiers and police searched the area on foot. We saw as they checked abandoned clothes. Even the fire unit that came on the scene eventually left. There were no victims to assist or blaze to put out. Sea and air support were also called in to help. But hours of searching proved futile. Police and military personnel have since secured the crash site, but it remains to be seen how much useful information they'll be able to gather, because from what we observed and what we were told, persons vandalized and appear to have stolen contents from the airplane. Reporting from Rocky Point here in Clarendon.
So it's a film style.
Aircraft. People who vandalize the aircraft may also find themselves in trouble with the law.
They never find themselves in trouble with no law. So I could move from the one there now. That are two plane now. The one there, you know, more and more question. Andrew, under your watch. Why them things happen? Me not follow that I sir. Me not follow what you said so because me tell you this. And I like it about somebody like dog. And me tell you this. Any one of them funeral home, they remember me at the win. Me know people from down there. So not follow them when them say boom bam. Them a big boy of them think and them tell you where the plane come from all kind of things. This carry more than what they plane. If somebody have a plane, brother, if somebody have a plane, you have a plane, a private jet, and it drop like this, you gotta send feet. Somebody gotta send a ship or something where can lift it and carry it come out. Somebody will come service it and get it to fly. Them are gonna move it. You understand? Them not leave it like this. It can't sell it value money. See? So you wanna run, and number one, you wanna run from the side neither. If you circle and turn on your light and do crashing, yeah man, we not that with them. No, them can't tell me that, man. None of them can tell me that. Me used to down the whole of them place there, you know. You guys cook up them. Me used to down the whole of them place there. Believe it. The DJ Pastor Revive sound, you know. Thank you a bit, you know. Poison them, you know. Poison them sound, you know. Know the whole of the place. I'm that me I tell you some more places. No, but yo, you know, sometimes so me not follow. That's why I can just take up my phone like a White House and call the place. You know the foolishness with them. Yeah? You notice the government now in no stress and them say, oh, people them leave already. And oh, you know that. Oh, them leave for them leave pan. Eh? And then you leave the plane there. Like the plane have no value. Because when the plane carry, my brother, it carry more than
the value
itself.
Yeah, it carry more than the value of the plane. Yeah. But as it relate to the people and for them statements that the people them leave the island. But you just ask the question, how them get to leave the island?
And you know so them leave that me your system.
Google exactly. Because if them go through the airport, right? That would be, to my knowledge, the easiest way to get out of Jamaica. Based on, you know, because when I have no vessel, I leave, I go to Mexico, where the plane is from.
Nah.
So they would have to use the airport the quickest way to get out of the country.
True.
So all security no dictate these people. Because you must have them as incoming passenger and outgoing passenger, you know. And you know, be sure no, you don't have them listed as being in the island. And them don't have a Jamaica passport, so them live at Jamaica and leave. And them and plane ticket they have to buy and all these things. So a whole heap of foolishness are going to Jamaica.
But when you run from a light, on my plane light.
Right.
Crash. No remember turn on the light and a circle and a look place to crash. Why I run from the authorities in the first place? Me more there and then the more come to me hospital and check me out and make sure me all right. And
right, because your plane clean it now, no contraband for it, so you're not gonna run. So the fact that you run, that simply means contraband was on the flight. That plane had contraband.
Yes.
Contraband or weapon. Contraband or weapon is only two things. Contraband or weapon.
All right.
Good.
Let me play the next one now. May I show Andrew much thing under your belt when you touch plane, you know. I want the next big one. Look here now. Look here.
Sometime after 7 p.m. on Friday night, we were alerted to the information that a plane may have experienced some amount of difficulty and went down somewhere in the Marash area of.
Everybody know the Marash area. Up to the other day, the police going to go mash up some weed and things, so they know the Marash area. But make him continue, chat.
Braze River. An immediate search and rescue operation was launched. The various agencies were
immediate. That means like the snap. But you how long them are take for reach now, and you know the Marash plane land there all the time, you know. Me check as a plane as us all the time. All right. Let me hear.
To include the fire brigade and the military. Took about 3 hours, where the wreckage of
3 hours and then burn out the plane. It land. No, nobody no dead the man them burn it. You think you'd have a plane and you land it and then burn it, catch the fire and burn it. Are them like this?
Yeah, them like the plane.
With him for burn, you don't go see burn body night.
Exactly.
You don't see nobody at all around there. And if it was a stranger, say I go next country and him land here so and him get out of the plane, him now run. Him more about for help and somewhere there. So him not hiding in the bush neither. True. Him not hiding in the bush. Me I tell them this. Okay? 3 hours. And them know you're saying
right. But what on alone some if a plane go down and a burn, you know, you must see smoke, you know, so you just use a helicopter and track that. Why take 3 hours?
You know,
is that hour from Norman Manley to Miami, you know?
All right. It take him 3 hours and him a police station near to where this land. Watch out.
The various agencies were contacted to include the fire brigade and the military. Took about 3 hours, where the wreckage of what appeared to be a 2-engine plane was found in this area. The aircraft was fully burnt and there's an active investigation ongoing. No person was found, no other items except for the burnt remains of the plane.
No other item. You see it? They have plane no item. That one, you know, carry them people if it drop off. What's going on in Jamaica? Andrew only said, hey, yeah, the worst thing. I make him finish talking with them rubbish him too.
Therefore, like I said, this investigation will expand beyond the St. Elizabeth Police. We've already made contact with other agencies to determine the origin of the aircraft, as also to broaden the investigation to try and establish why this aircraft would have been here. The investigation is active at this time, and therefore will allow the various agencies and the police to conduct a full and thorough investigation before we can make any other pronouncements surrounding this incident. We are not sure as to whether or not it was a difficulty the pilot experience, or whether or not there was an attempt to land it in.
You're idiot police. Because you're the police, you know. We're not sure and difficult for land. Them land plane there all the time. Talk to people there. Them land plane.
Yeah.
So
all of them know. All of them know say plane land there, so.
If not sure, you know, see a body burn out the plane. You know, see nothing else, no trace or nothing. So somebody had destroy something. You know, see the pilot and a dopey flight come there. And why am I run? No. Nothing for hide. Why am I run? Why? And you say it ongoing and I know we don't hear no update, but none of them plane the way we just show. No,
but lonesome.
To be a face now, yes.
Lonesome. You notice all of them plane start crash land after Basco Bell fiasco. All of them used to go Basco Bell before, you know. All of them used to land. But through the coke bus over there, them kind of shift the center attraction from right there, so. And I use them look a place they like down a Rocky Pine in this place here, the Maras.
Yes.
Down a St. Elizabeth. But all of them thing I used to land a Basco Bell, man.
So of course, them said, all right. So this now, you see the plane there and the man leave it. The cargo, where them are deal with, it value more than the plane.
Yeah.
You can buy back maybe 3 of them plane there.
Yeah, man.
Enough criminal there, Jamaica, the big boys, them and I live and get to you like where you that. We not stupid. That plane at you know, as something why them burn it, you know. Because as before, you have people crash and you can see people land in a US on the highway. Them getting a difficulty to land on the highway and people pull up and them land and people come and fire brigade and everybody and them not dead. Them can't go a doctor, them land it safely that them walk away and them still check them out and everything.
Yes.
You can go look it up your seat. Right?
Yeah, man.
But for this,
we watch everything all the while.
And it burn out. It land and then burn out. And nothing at all. You never see a piece of thing with it. So them destroy everything, fingerprint and all, something wrong. And then the police take 3 hours to reach that.
But at that point, they may come to. because that just show the inability of Jamaican police and the authorities them. Because if it was like a regular passenger flight and something like that, 3 hours, nobody wouldn't save. You understand? Helicopter supposed to be on the scene in no time and fire brigade a come like crazy. You understand? But you can't take 3 hours to identify a burnt out plane on your island. You must see the smoke. And that smoke is a black smoke up in the sky. Unusual one. So that easy to pick up. So I be a rubbish the man I'ma tell we down there. But as me say, all of them flights here used to land a Bascobel. But since the coke fine over there, them a do it undercover. That's why them spend them whole heap of millions up a Bascobel, man. And that's why them divest Norman Manley, man. And Sangsa, man. And just run the operation over some, man. Because over there so is another coke haven, as we all know, you know. And gun on them thing there, you know. You understand? So the government right now, you can see the government up to them neck in a them event, yeah. Them and the big boys. Them and the big boys, them.
Of course, I go to Panawana, right? I go to Panawana.
Fleming Airport in St. Mary has led to the seizure of more than $25 million worth of cocaine yesterday. The police partnered with several crime-fighting units from the U.S. and Canada, but no arrests have been made in relation to the massive drug bust. Javine McLean reports.
On Friday, shortly after the police launched a major operational initiative dubbed Operation Relentless 2, targeting criminals, there was a major drug bust at the Ian Fleming Airport in St. Mary.
Remember now, if something for the 25 million US, can you imagine how much of them have got through the coke port people and more than this? The same that
yeah, man.
They sit down at the wharf, you know. Hey, Jamaica go on back. Andrew one is at the worst thing in a brother. I be a them thing you go on, you know, some big thing, you know, the big boy, them get when Andrew only, you know.
Yeah, man, a free reign them depending, you know, man. Them can't just roam the whole of the farm, you know. It's like some free range chicken, you know. Them not come up, you know. Them just run all over and do all type of illegal business in our country and illegal illicit drugs trafficking and money laundering. Jamaica gone, my brother. It gone.
Let me ask you something.
You understand?
Let me ask you something. You saw them and eat and everything. How is it that you have immigration right there, so and custom? You can leave about you have a pulley. You have a pulley. And you leave it, they might take it up on this straight or they might carry it. How is it that you have immigration and custom? You so who leave the one of them bag yeah, over the 25 million and the immigration and the custom, you see when people have put them in here and left it. In a one the patch.
Hey.
You tell me say people that send them not see and it's small, it's a small place.
Yeah, I want but hold on, my brother. That this would almost, you know, have to be something that draw your attention right away because no one passenger no carry so much luggage to begin with.
Thank you. So one passenger and him couldn't take it off of the plane. It come from somewhere come there, you know. It come from somewhere land there, you know.
Yeah, man.
Me yes, them drive it from Portland or somewhere around they carry them and come on and so. Come here, so some driving going from Portland too. And then plane leave we go away and all kind of things. But me as things come in over big past smart plane to here right here. So me I wonder why the immigration and the custom because you have to move it. Even if it come out of a car from a plane, you have to carry it inside. Look where it right there. Where immigration are there and what have you. You're one man, you're not supposed to have so much bag.
No.
And you know nobody not supposed to make you put it down and then just go and left it. Because you can't go and left your bag.
Exactly. Because your bag, everything where you bring and have to identify and clearance, man. You know, in your present.
Let me play it and just look how the place, man. Look how the place, man.
The find was the result of a joint operation between CTOC Narcotics Division in partnership with U.S. Homeland Security, DEA, and Canadian law enforcement officials. Head of Crime and Security in the JCF, DCP Fitzbailey, says the cocaine was headed for Canada.
On Friday, the 23rd of September 2022, a joint operation was conducted at the Ian Fleming International Airport between the hours of 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. by police officers drawn from the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, the Narcotics Division, and law enforcement agents from the United States of America. The objective of this operation was to intercept and seize cocaine destined for Canada.
He notes the value is over 25 million US dollars. To date, no one has been arrested.
During the operation, a total of 500.2 kilos of cocaine, or 1,100.5 pounds, was seized and taken to a police facility for processing. The value of the cocaine is estimated to be over 25 million US dollars. No one was arrested. However, investigation continues in the matter.
In the meantime, the Operation Relentless initiative will target the police divisions with the highest levels of violent crimes. Among major drivers of the recent violence are ongoing conflicts among persons involved in the scamming underworld, as well as internal conflicts within criminal organizations over illegal firearms and ill-gotten gains.
We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. So, as I said before, the immigration and them did them say from 2 to 9, who leave the baggage in there with 25 million worth of cocaine, just put it and leave it. Big boys. And now get to you this. Me not ask. Now, from the Prime Minister, we come now, we now push out the thing. And this I show you 1 hour ago. And then the 2 hours ago, me now look Prime Minister. Let me show you, sir. You see there? You see there? Him just a push out this. Remember them there from Friday. And you want to read where I say, right? Make we just push it up and make the people them see where I say, yes. See? Me tell you some time you see him come out, come talk about update. And here the update where I give you now. Look, me just make you see it. See it here? You see the time? 2 hours ago. Not 3 days ago, you know, 2 hours.
Well late. Well late.
The Ministry of National Security wishes to update the public on the arrangement in place and service. What is? Supervise. To supervise, yeah. Arrangement. See them. Let me see this. Yeah, update the public and arrangement in place to supervise the departure of the USC, and it tells a German plane passenger. See? And him say I give you some facts now. Aircraft, and I give you some facts. But here the facts when him say I give you now, I can't see it so now. Let me just say I can't pull on him thing where him say. Go and pull it down. Because film facts them are wolf, you know. See?
More than a wolf.
All right. So
a
yeah,
wolfie.
I want to see them. Maybe you can't see them, so you can't see them tonight. Maybe you just see where it. All right, good. Absolutely no costs were incurred by the government. Who pay for the hotel?
What? I mean no costs were incurred by the government.
All passengers are
counted for. Like I tell you, we have to see them and do a head count to self. We can't trust this man in a way him say. We have to see them passenger there. I would see the head count of them.
Passenger arriving in the flight undocumented. So them never, but the one of them that I'm say, them never. Him say, all right, we can't see the German aircraft. Him say, passenger were not permitted to land due to passenger arriving and the flight undocumented. So if them undocumented, them all them downtown, all them staying at the hotel and everything.
Yeah, all them out, all them out.
For the thing. This how the man lie. Him said with SSL too, you know. So no,
yeah, man.
Not even a cent I can spend the years to come and make, hey, him dangerous, then Elijah Clark come and say them hire they think they place to come and do the thing and this is how Andrew lie. What happened to him, man? Him at 2 hours now, him just an update. You see him update?
That well late, man. That well late. That well late. And where must say no cut it? Because he must say them in the 4-star hotel at no cost to the government.
So the hotel man just say, okay, let me just give them the one of them. Come,
As a matter of fact, all them people get money for you spend right away. Who change their money?
We don't know.
You understand?
We don't know.
Because them use rubies down in India.
But them come with US. Me tell you, so them
But them come with the US.
Right, we can get including crew members. The flight arrived in Jamaica legally on Thursday, May the 2nd, 2024, from Thursday. Now it's Monday. I have a film pages, you know. All right, so when you have it like this,
So what I'm saying, the flight arrived legally or illegally?
No, legally. It might either illegally, you know. Illegally.
That flight is an illegal flight. Oh, you said it arrived legally.
See
that? Matter what?
Jamaica legally, see that? And it's illegal, you know. The flight
that is an illegal flight.
Legally on Thursday.
Well, all right. Well, okay. Right. If it arrived legally, well, if it arrived legally, then that simply means to say him are the tour maker. A film tour.
Yeah, because him said legally. Not my words.
Right.
More to see it look when we dry it up so we can see it more. So when we dry it up more, but we can't see it. You can't see it, right? I want the people them see it, not my word. All right, we can't see it, so. You can't see it? The flight, see it so? Arrive in Jamaica legally.
Yeah.
Thursday, May the 2nd.
Yeah, we see it. Yeah, we see the big headline.
Requisite approval for operation from Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority. No, you can't say legally when they get approval from them. When they mean that's a foolishness. It was illegal. It wasn't legal. They never when a flight come in your country, you know that's why a plane can't get up from New York and go to Jamaica because you know it's a independent flight. And not care which flight. If you even book a flight, them are already everything I've set before. Yeah.
But Jamaica do have that flight route.
No, it's not a flight.
They would have to go to London and then via London to India. Yeah. That's how I know it go.
No, but when I do a lie again, I'm talking. I'm not telling the guy I'm dangerous, man. See? So this you can't have him in the place, you know.
So it cannot be a legal flight because we don't have that route. And it did not come through. It did not come. Well, on the loan term. For that flight to be legal, that flight would have come via London into Jamaica. For the fact of the matter that that flight left from Cairo all the way back, come over Africa, and then come down our side of the world, that is an illegal flight. So, Andrew, well, let's get this.
So, hear him now. The minute I say Andrew them sent for them, him said, despite having arrangements in place for accommodation and departure from the country, who them have arrangement with? Why you gonna
that me want to
know? And put them in the 4-star hotel where them not pay for. See the under my word. Me tell you, sir, them, me tell you, sir.
Let me not tell you, man. We know.
We know. This man, but hey, Titans are gonna mash up this. Let me say
yeah, man, we have to hammer this man.
All right, when you can see it now, despite having arrangement in place for accommodation and departure
from the country.
The passengers
were refused entry. Immigration official based on security concern uncovered.
You see it?
Yeah, during their processing at the airport, the passport immigration and citizens agency PICA in collaboration with the Jamaica,
Constabulary Force
Constabulary Force has been leading the operation response since their arrival.
Alright,
Then
so
if it leak, hold on, the lonesome.
Let me tell you something.
Lonesome, hold on. All right, my brother.
If a flight come in legally, why is it Pika and police are out there for go process nobody? It's illegal.
You answer my question. You answer my question, sir. That me go through there.
Idiot and Joe, you know have no sense. Oh, you have said come in legally. When you fly legally, you see police come. You see the police them come with passport agents and come to your brother.
An official would have meet them. That would be some government official from the culture.
No Pika. If you go check
No
them
Pika, no police force would be there, no military. They would be met by the culture minister.
Andrew them, I mean, I tell you, sir, Andrew them do this. This when they go
man.
water more, you know. This is a job for the Titans, you know. Well, we're there. You know?
Yes. Well, when are we there? Are we there? But we are going to knock that hard Thursday, man. Because
take them off. Let me just take them off from now because I don't want to move them before I get a good read off of them. Yeah, make a dust.
Hey.
Take them off.
Lonesome.
Now, yes.
A Babsy Grange and our ministerial people, yes. Would have go meet them people there. Yeah? No Pika, no constabulary force.
Andrew.
Wouldn't they so?
My shrimps, I'm take them off from now. So when you put out foolishness, you know, misinformation, minister, no, you just kill yourself now. Because see me take them off. See the one of them on my phone, yeah? See them there? See them there?
Yeah, man. Keep them, man.
All right. Good. So when I done now, I just open them up when I can read them now. When I can see them properly. Because when I open that, him said come legally, but you still your body. When a flight come in legally, same like how tourists come in, you ever see people go stop them and I try to stop them?
No.
You ever see Jamaica Constabulary Force I try to stop people
no.
legally? You know, Sister Angela have no sense.
Him not no sense.
Put out. That for sure said him and the big boy them sent for them.
Yeah.
Just tell
yeah.
And John the big boy, them sent for them. What them
yeah, man.
Yes. This is a charter flight. And them talk about bookings. But the bookings are right because none of them pay. So who do the bookings to them?
Well, one I question what we have to ask, you know, because as it relate, him say it come at no cost to the government. So who take up the slack? Which one of the big boys? Which private sector organization?
So why I hear this again now? Andrew, hear this now. So why the ES send them back in our ES then? If it
right. Legally.
6 months. If them come from India, you know, believe it or not, you know what we call that? Commonwealth.
Yes.
Let me just tell you.
Exactly. Commonwealth. They are part of the Commonwealth Union.
Yes. So you give them 6 months. So if them legal, if them come legally, so we are sending
why the rush to get them out?
I'll be a garbage man. Me just get them on Joe. Thank you put them up. Not my word. Not my word. This is a job for the Titans.
I will surely deal with that job on Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember, I know, we are carrying some real top hammer for nail that one, you know. Because we have to nail this.
I read out all of them, you know. You can't even go take them off, you know. Because him not just say make himself in an asset. 2 hours ago. Me not tell you, if them there from Thursday, why the Prime Minister should have come and tell me something from Thursday night from them come.
From Thursday night.
That's how the government work.
Exactly.
So
when you have some...
I say them legal, but if them legal, why send them back? Why the Pika out there? And why Jamaica Constabulary Force out
there?
Yeah. You not send people not send them police and the passport office to come bother you. But immigration officer are dead already out there.
If them people are coming, hold on the lonesome. If them people are coming for the event on the 12th down at Old Harbour, right? Then we shouldn't have Pika and police when them land.
Thank you.
Because it should have been notified in the press by the Minister of Culture, Babsy Grange, that a contingency from India stating the amount of people coming in for that event.
Yes.
And it done civil and properly.
Yes.
But when you have them take a route that is not listed as a route that, you know, charter flight coming from India to Jamaica, even if you have the charter flight from India to Jamaica, it's supposed to come via London.
Yes.
Into Jamaica.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You can't just all of a sudden create a route into Jamaica from where them coming from.
It's a chartered flight.
You understand?
But who chartered the flight?
But who chartered the flight?
Who for money about up? How them get the hotel?
We want to know.
Legally now.
These are the questions that we have to ask. And we want them to come out and tell we them have to clear up this mess.
Because here so when them take it, you know, people know, you know, when you look, them have the paperwork, no, they nothing at all. But them legal. Him as a prime minister come tell them, me not tell you say be a lie talk. Or him fool so him
have no sense.
You come tell lie to we and make me grab, you know what I grab him, you know. Not my word. You know, have no sense.
It's what Andrew Wallace like for do, you know. Andrew Wallace like for create headline, fresh headline come Monday morning. Every week him do it.
Okay,
every week him do it.
Then they say that go to the press. You know, have no sense.
No, headline him create for we round here. Cause him know.
I never travel yet. No care. I'm traveling a lot of places. I travel around the world, you know. Right? And me never say them send out them police and them passport office to come check me. I check nobody when I come off a plane. Me never see that yet. They go through immigration like anybody else. And
custom check your brother.
Immigration check up your thing and go to my custom and claim, take my baggage and I go and about my business.
Right.
So me never say peak, I never say the passport office in any country around come with police. Where they on the road, figure lead we and put you in a little place and do all kind of things. And they say come legal. Then if you come in legal, then they get stamped legally.
Yeah, the book would have stamped.
That get stamped legally. So why the flight? Why the flight crew called German them one people and get disgusted and say, listen, we're not supposed to detain me. That's why we have to let them go. Why can't them let them go, you know? Then go and them not carry them back, you know. Then go back to Germany.
I know that. It's a drop off. It's not a charter return.
No.
It's a drop off. So all them are come out back out of the country.
At the bus, them in on the big yellow bus.
Because remember, I know. Well, on a lonesome, it's a drop off, and we're not supposed to stay, we're supposed to fly back. But who are going to carry them back? That same plane, I go come down empty. A whole heap of money run then. A whole heap of money run then, you know, because remember that plane where I come back for them can't carry no more passenger, you know.
No, I have to go back.
Or maybe it have another shipment of people to come. Who to tell?
So you can't hear them call them embassy.
Yeah, the flight crew need to go back to Germany. And the plane as well.
See that? Them say them for drop off my plane. Andrew just come mess up himself though. Why him do that? Andrew, why do this, man?
The pressure where him come under already, man. That's why I'm have to backtrack, you know, I'm have to retract on him statement as it relate. And I'm fabricate something, and I put out the truth. I'm fabricate what him for say. And I get mixed up in this whole heap of shit picture where him always create for himself. Because
look here, brother. Look here.
Welcome back to Primetime News. We begin this evening with an exclusive report. The authorities are investigating what appears to be a smuggling operation involving hundreds of Indian nationals passing through Jamaica.
You didn't passing through Jamaica, okay.
But what I know, you hear, lonesome, you hear the headline, what appears to be a smuggling operation. That means it not depend on system as listed coming in that flight.
Whether human trafficking or somebody's a smuggling operation.
It's a smuggling operation.
All right, look here.
From the arrival of an unauthorized plane in Jamaica.
Unauthorized.
Cut again. Unauthorized.
Oh, Andrew Wallace, I put no, just no. I say
Legal.
Legal. Not my word. Me tell you, say, I'm the lightest man on the earth, you know, might think a joke, you know. And I'm an idiot too, you know. If he must
exactly
under release this, he must say, well, me the Prime Minister, me can't go tell them anything. Remember, say, you know, look here, let me tell you something, Andrew. Now I'll play that. Remember, you have authority, you have agencies where deal with these things. Nobody now book no flight and not now you know about it. You couldn't know about too much 3 million people are coming. Nobody now gonna tell you say this and that. Then book flight and listen. The Prime Minister job enough to know about the flight.
Right. I did go
like this.
You know, touch that.
Let me just tell you because flight's supposed to run smooth. That leave up to the immigration and the custom and everybody around there.
I'm booking the agency and all them thing there. Airline, so to speak. That Prime Minister don't know about
him.
Yeah, Prime Minister not supposed to know not about that.
No. This is what him do. You understand?
But the minute but you say him attach himself to it by putting out that statement. Him automatically attach himself.
So we are gonna deal with film case now. The Titans are gonna mash him up. Play this.
Jamaica Friday. The details from Dwayne Anderson.
Scores of Indian visitors enjoying the sights and sounds of downtown Kingston on a Sunday afternoon. The issue is they should not be here, nor should they be moving around this freely unsupervised. We understand the Indian nationals were among 218 individuals who arrived in Jamaica via a chartered flight. The flight, a white and blue Airbus A340, is registered in Germany. It has also since been impounded and remains on the tarmac at the Norman Manley International Airport. The aircraft and those aboard did not have the relevant approval, including the passenger manifest, to come to Jamaica. Law enforcement sources.
No, this time not for do, Lennis. This time not for do no labor right, you know. This time not for do no labor right on you, so the government try to deal with Jamaica, you know. Yeah? So
it's not about politics, man. I want to talk that. This is nothing to do with politics.
Yes. So
this is about the security of our country.
The platform, they can do on the platform. This should just show you the kind of Andrew owners who are on the government. And that's what have to do with. This has nothing to do with the labor right. It has to do with the government. The government, you have a stamp at the government, labor right of Jamaica, PMP of Jamaica, you know. It have government of Jamaica. You never know. No country not deal with no PMP of Jamaica, JLP of Jamaica. Them deal with government of Jamaica. See? So them all them know say when Andrew tell like them to go hold them account. Him just having to be a JLP and a power. Okay? We farm the government and the foolishness. You have to get born. Yes. Look here.
Told our news center that the chartered airline also did not state it was arriving in Jamaica. Nevertheless, civil aviation officials allowed the aircraft to land.
Yeah, they never have nothing in Jamaica. You think?
Yeah, it never stayed. That's because, as I said earlier on in a lonesome, it would have to be on the arrival board. If it listed. Yeah, even if a charter.
Because you know, all right, look at people. Maybe just remind him something. Let me show him like. Let me remind him something. When a plane are coming in, that's why it have timing and everything, because you can come along and the next man come along and that cause problem.
And that me just have to come to.
Yeah, it come in pan timing. You understand? If a plane full and every like in a Janevsky every minute, something 2 minutes, something, because remember you have to watch it back when you know. We mash up things. Every 2 minutes something land, you say next one, and every 2 minutes something get off. But them keep it for run like this. You understand? You know, our kind of airport, you have to know when I land. You know, just come and just land as you feel like for land. Because
this could have been a major disaster out of the airport.
It caused disaster.
Yes.
And when if you run out of fuel or something, you have to take a turn around and then talk to somebody. So you have to be careful. That's why when plane delay, them have to call and them have to talk to everybody. Them have to communicate and get back the thing.
Of course. See? Of course.
So you hear what them say? Never allowed to land. Andrew come with him lies. Make we hear him.
We were further reliably informed that the flight transited through Dubai and they'd made a stop in the Egyptian capital Cairo, where an Uzbek national was picked up before heading to Jamaica. The Uzbekistan national, based on our checks, is of interest to government officials in the United States.
So in all, them have fly over 19 hours, nearly 20 hours, you know?
Yeah.
To reach, yeah, because you see where it has stopped yesterday, stop
A whole heap of money for that flight there.
Yeah.
Interestingly, another Uzbek national who also arrived on a previous flight was eventually detained when the authorities started investigating this Indian chartered flight. Now, after this flight with the Indian nationals arrived in Jamaica, there was a lot of discussion among the authorities on how to treat with the situation.
So I never had you on this. They don't think over treat the situation. They make them land. John talk about them land legally. Hey, let me tell you, Jamaica authorities, stop bend the rule for Andrew and make one look bad, you know. And him say, Elijah Clark, him run out Elijah Clark for come out, they come talk, say, FBI, they you know, how much of them, you know. And not never go so, you know.
Not never go so.
FBI never work so. This is all them
right.
lie, you know.
And then them have to end up at London and hire a firm from London.
But him say, nah, spend a cent. And then Elijah Clark come and say, well, we have to spend money because that and that. You can't follow him. Me tell you, the lie, they're sitting for her.
I be a twist statement.
It was
them
eventually decided to allow them to deboard and stay at the 4-star Rock Hotel in downtown Kingston under police guard. While the situation is
under police guard, they never have no police guard.
Then if them under police guard, or them up on the beachfront, and them walk downtown and all, I will not see no police. I will not see no police side of them. Yeah. How do them people, man? The video where we are sitting here, not telling a lie, we don't see any police beside them. They are relaxing, comfortable like tourists. They are browsing and relaxing. That's what we saw.
All right, clear.
Is worked on. Checks also revealed that the charter had no arrangement to take the passengers back to their destination, which aroused the suspicion of.
So them check.
You hear that?
The charter have no obligation to take them back to them destination. A one-way flight.
Good.
Get them flight.
So we want to know if another flight the line up and you need to tell me which other flight they come pick them up back.
You see it?
Let me tell you.
Them Jamaica government not spend nothing. When them say that, them spend a bag of money. Into line of hotel now look on you and give them 200 man thing free. And you're dangerous, you know. No man, if you go
hey, lonesome. Friday I saw them bring out Kenny Benjamin with this metaverse thing, you know. As a man, we are deal with sensitive thing in our country. But him from outside our country as an Indian citizen. That, you know, raised alarm to me a long time, you know. So it just show you the type of, you know, alignment with Andrew Holness have outside of Jamaica. You understand? Because him down in that region there, you know, Asia and Middle East, you know. Him a frequent them places regular. Him now go to America and come to UK. I down at China and India and Israel. And them place them as him a trad through right now, you know. So it'll tell you something. That's why Kenny Benjamin can come there and take over from local security personnel with the metaverse. That's why when we see them whole heap of speed and robbing there with the metaverse, you know.
The metaverse.
It's a backlash from them other counterpart where they have the service, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was a backlash, man.
No, you see,
you know.
No, him go edit one little video thing and put it up and hear them. You know, see the man I hear that, man.
Hey, I just backdoor deal with Andrew Wallace I deal with it. Because I'm like for rob money and cut money, you know. So everything him do it through the back door, not come through the front door for your seat and assess it and it go through the right process. You understand? Backdoor thing him do. And it always blow back on him because him kick back from when him do backdoor business. Anytime him do backdoor, him get him kick back.
Yes. So I'm changing the name Guardsman to Beryllium. Like people are afraid of the name Beryllium. Meta, welcome to the metaverse. A metaverse. Eh? Here with the German, them I say yes I do. Yeah.
Authorities. Which brings us back to these initial images in downtown Kingston on Sunday afternoon, where many of the passengers were seen freely going about their business. Some appeared to be shopping for snacks and treats. We also understand some of them may have also left the hotel entirely. When we pressed our sources on why they were allowed to go to a 4-star hotel, we were told that Jamaica has no detention center at the airport and no space in our remand center for so many people.
Oh, you lock up so much people when they touch get a youth. Eh? You remember them detain thousands of them in a Tivoli incursion, you know?
Yes.
Them carry them up arena, you know? Remember over
Yes.
600, then lock up much 100 youth. You know, more than this. So
Yeah. In a pandemic, them come like them would clean out the whole of the community, them and them have place to lock them. Yeah, so that just goes to show you the level of treatment where the citizens them get compared to when people come from outside our country. Yeah. Red carpet roll out for them, brother. So when we they hear up on the platform and we are deal with them issue, and you have some people that take, you know, side to where we are say and make it fluster them brain. We are stand up for the right of Jamaican people and the justice system to clean up out the sun, who can have a better environment to live in and work, and who can have a life at Jamaica. Right. No country that prosperous can ever run under corruption.
My brother, my thing to them though, like when we say a little one troll, you know, remember say some of them go out and them H paper and them not really go class. So like Commander that said first in study. So, you know, but what if teach them A, B, C and then go down, you know, teach them to spell A, then spell B. B. The letter, you know, teach them to spell the letter.
Yeah, to spell the letter.
Now we send them a Jamal basic. So me no make them bother me, cause go out and them H paper, them don't even know them yet. So them not bother me, you know. So what me do with us, put them outside if you see them down here. Because them now come on here. Them just sit down and watch and keep quiet in a class, you know. I know them there at the back, them are try to come at the front now and come down the middle because them know say around there so we not do foolishness and tabloid. So me no make them right. Go out and them H paper where I try to get it back.
Yeah, man.
Them have to humble. Look at here where the German, here where the crew at the plane I say yes or no.
Our source added that the passengers actually booked to stay at the hotel. They, however, did not pay for the rooms, but the source says that's why officials allowed them to go there.
So you see it? So that means that Jamaica them that come call them book to stay at the hotel,
yeah.
They pay the money. They don't have the money. That's why them go there. So if you say somebody call them in, Prime Minister, come tell me what the money you use call them in. You think right?
So whoever book the hotel for them because them will come don't have no money to pay for the hotel, but the hotel already booked.
I will say Cougar she have something to 12 in a Sunday come.
Yes.
12, we're in there and there. We see it.
I eat them comfort, man. I eat them comfort, but then they go distribute them now.
All over the place.
In all over the place. Yeah. Them people never go back to India for now, because them have a whole heap of counterpart out there who can give them job for them work with them. We know all of these things. And take the job from the local. It's another influx of migrants who are come to work in Jamaica.
Let me ask again now, like.
Without being registered.
Let me ask again. So them can't tell me who on the hotel, which get a youth on the hotel now. Get a youth, I should have want a 4-star hotel downtown. Because one of the other guys, them all the time, one of them when them bring in, who own the hotel? 4-star hotel, you just give some people your hotel free for a run, so. And of course, I never do it yet, you know, try to nobody. You don't take up some of the street people, make them go sleep in there then.
That hotel there, what on the lonesome? That hotel there, the one with the name Oceana. I eat them refurbished.
I one of them with them refurbished. I don't know if I eat
well, if at the Oceana with them refurbished, are some Canadian investors. If I eat name the rock, a Canadian investors have it.
Yeah, so we will know. You understand? But them not just get free, so them have to get paid for them thing. And
them have to get paid for it.
All right. Let me continue.
I will leave a question that the fiance and this thing, my brother. I will leave a question.
Yeah, the man them a cuss and all like.
J News.
Meanwhile, in a related development, TVJ News has learned that the German embassy is now involved in the matter as the crew members are German nationals. The aircraft is also German-owned. Sources told our news center that members of the German crew are upset as they did not plan to stay in Jamaica for an extended period. We were informed that the plan was for the crew to fly the charter with 218 passengers to Jamaica and then depart. The crew contacted the embassy here in Jamaica, Kingston, yesterday, which has intervened.
So for here TVJ News, I tell you, them contact and them upset because them supposed to leave same time. From Thursday, them there, from the second. I'm not look here. So my thing when them say Friday, remember,
Yeah.
me show something from Thursday. Let me show them again. And the flight part, the exact flight part. See that? Let me show them again. Look for my thing and it show you say Thursday. You see, I'm gonna move this and I make the people them see it. Because with the pan it, so go on them see it. No me I do. Let me do it so that them even see it bigger. Yes. Let me do it so them see it bigger. Look on this. Yeah, show bigger now. All right, see it? Landed 3 days ago. All right, you see where them I come from? 20 mark Thursday the 2nd I'm here.
Yeah, man.
And you see it 14-11. You see from them
Yeah.
there?
That's
All
a flight itinerary.
All right, and you see when them land. Okay. Can I remember say we back in a time, So them forward in a time, so you come back in a time when you land. Look on this, look on this. At the track of this, like when you have the tracker, I can look on the plane, then I put in your thing, me track it, see that?
Yeah, man, yeah, man.
View track, see there?
Yes.
Track
Yeah, yeah.
see there? From in
So you see the exact route where that it took coming into Jamaica.
It
don't go the prescribed route via London into Jamaica. Because it should be from India into London and then into Jamaica.
No, in a flight, it fly over, but
it fly over. It fly Cairo over Africa and come down.
Yeah, so it fly. So
but it should have. If that was a legitimate flight that is being tracked by our aviation department in Jamaica, it would have come from London. So it would have left India into London and down into Jamaica. Because we don't have a route from Jamaica to where this plane travel.
And look, see me when they take off there, See that it all time when they take off, see there, take off, flight time, landed, and see when it landed.
Yeah, sure the hours where it take 14.32.
The craft me have.
Yeah.
This time I hand. I mean, some it's a Thursday, can't see this Thursday, I know them say Friday the plane, but it's from Thursday. So
from Thursday.
Know why the government never tell us say a plane on Thursday and what have you. When does attack 2 hours ago?
Andrew only saw him stay now. He might have to forward the date. You understand? Because I'm shame now to come out so late, So he might take off 1 day off at a time. This is what I'm doing all the while. You understand? We can never get a straightforward answer from this Prime Minister. And it's just like a little boy that, him live with his mom, and his mom gone to work, and him bring him friend them come, and him going like, it's nothing to bring his friend them there. But when mom come, it's bangarang. I saw Andrew Holness behave, them type of rude kid. Him not ready for serve yet, man. Him not ready for serve yet, man.
What on the lady get the Titaness I call ya? A lady Maria this, Hey, Maria.
Listen, yeah, man.
What is this, Matt? But here's my question, Wayne. Because I was just talking with Fantastic 5,
Yes.
It seems as though the government knew about the flight.
Of course.
Because it was after the 2 Uzbekistani, 2 people raised concern.
Yes.
That they were denied. So I don't understand why okay, so if you minus 2 people, you have 216 left. Why were 216 Indian men?
No, 217, because one come on a different flight.
No, yes. Right, but I'm saying that they had concerns for 2 people.
Yes, but one of the people, one of the person I'm going to tell one that person come on a different flight. One of the same one way to start.
Yeah. The
so
other one that
yes.
Uzbek is
and one
flight.
come on a flight.
Okay,
Yes.
so minus the one, make it 217.
Yes.
So then, why were 217 Indians going to Jamaica? Because it based on what I'm hearing, the government has to clarify whether or not it is so. But because they have not come out to say anything, we are now left to speculate based on the information that we are being fed. And from what I am hearing and what I gather from what I'm hearing is that the government know about this flight.
Of course.
So the question is, why? Because, I was talking to Herb earlier and he talked about there's an election coming. I know Indians, as he said, from them 8-year-old, they are computer literate. I'm not talking about this. He was saying, I'm not talking about just going on a computer.
No, them
being able to turn a computer. They are computer savvy.
Yes.
They will hack the shit out of you.
Yes.
So is it now? Were they brought in to
help Andrew
work to help Andrew?
Then to try to stop the Fantastic Five the Titans.
Were they being brought in? Were they being brought in to do the digitization of the health records? Were they being brought in to work with needs? What was the purpose of having these 217 Indians? Because this is a straight bit. It's not like said that the flight was they were to drop some people happened. No, this flight was straight from Dubai. It originated in Germany. Stopped in Dubai, pick up a passenger.
Yes. It originated come out the flight path. So it originated from over India.
No, it originated in Dubai. It was a German plane with a German crew.
Yes. So
originated in Dubai.
No. When them do them pick them up. Yes. Them stop at Dubai.
They stop in Dubai and pick up the
somebody, and then them stop at Germany, and them stop at Cairo again, and then them come.
And they stop in Cairo.
Yes.
And then when they left Cairo, it was 14 hours and 32 minutes non-stop to Jamaica.
Yes.
So that means that is the destination is in fact Jamaica.
Yes.
They didn't stop to refuel, none of that. So the destination is in fact Jamaica.
Yes.
Now, a concern is the Uzbeki man on that flight. Remember the terrorist attack the other day in Russia? Weren't they the masterminds of that?
Yes.
And a lot of Uzbeki men, I'm not saying all, many of them are involved in Islamic jihadists. They are Islamic jihadists. Okay? Now, you had one on that flight and one went on a previous flight. Now, he has since been detained. Why was the Jamaican government aware of this? That is one. Now, this flight happened from last Thursday. We saw nothing about it Friday morning.
No.
We saw nothing Saturday. We saw it was yesterday evening when people on social media started to speak out and saying, Indian plane full of Indian, whatever, landing in Jamaica. But this happened from last Thursday. Why did the government not come out in the interest of the security and the safety of its nationals, which are Jamaicans? Why did they not come out and say something to reassure Jamaicans that all is well and they are not in danger? Why did they not do that? Any other country, that's what they would have done. They would have come out immediately and make sure people felt safe and that the risks were mitigated because of what they were doing. All right? That didn't happen. I said to Fantastic Five and Herb, we were talking earlier, that if this was a PJ Patterson-led administration or a Porsche, I wouldn't be so concerned because they would know exactly. Not to say administrations are not corrupt, that's not the point, is that they had such level of respect for rule of law, as well as the Constitution, as well as for international law, that they would have handled it. As a matter of fact, I would not have seen this happening under any of their administration. But had it been, just for argument's sake, they would have handled it in a better way. Not with this. They allow them to land, and deplane and put them in hotels. That is not protecting the safety of the people.
No.
Who are these people? Do they have yachts? malaria, yellow fever. We know nothing about these people.
No.
Nothing is known about these people, and no one is trying to malign any other or fellow human being. However, the circumstances under which they flew to Jamaica is concerning. And everybody should be outraged. And everybody should be mad at the Andrew administration for not saying something and not coming out and addressing the Jamaican people about this issue. They deserve an answer from the government. They do. Everybody does. Because, the one that was on the flight with them, he's of concern to the American government. I mean, come on, because he has been flagged because of immigration. He has been, through the immigration system. He has been flagged by Interpol. So if he's on Interpol, it will be seen. He'll be found. Why? Why? Is the question. That is my question. Why? What purpose do they serve? What purpose were they going to serve? Because the government clearly they knew about the flight. They knew.
Let me ask you something.
It was coming through immigration that they started to face problems.
Let me ask you something though, Maria. I'm going to ask like, I'm going to ask Andrew Ed now, because Andrew just come out and put out something just 2 hours ago now. Me not tell you and him shoot himself 9 foot. Me just make sure move it because I don't want him move it off and pay it and see it again. So me make sure move them and catch them. Yeah, me soon send it to you, Send it to send it to the whole crew, make you see it. Because not our word, but when you read it yourself, you say about this man, that goddamn fool. The man said it land legally, which the authority, I got to tell you, said them never have nothing with it in a certain land legally. But let me ask you something now. Which country where you're not a citizen, you can get up and just charter a plane, because we want to know who charter the plane, with 200 people, without a return, and them let you in. Which country? Exactly. You have ever returned, that's a number
exactly.
One. Which country?
Exactly.
You could have just booked up tickets.
Were there any women on board this flight?
I just say, look at what I have no man, pay man, I see. But me just say, look at one man in the airport, where the one me just play. But mostly man, I see, man. Me just say one man, someone don't know. But I have some of them bright, but I really mostly man. Okay. But me just ask a question. If you, and by the way, can you have ever return ticket for go to your yard? You have to have that for them, that team. So let me tell Andrew all this. The German guys, them, the crew, them are Costco, them say them won't go first, let them go and go back home. It's right there.
But you know another thing, Lonesome. Why wasn't it? Let me just make one point. Let me just make that one point here. Why wasn't it an Indian airline that did the charter?
So it can't be any but them charter this. So when I've now got to the India, even for that, them the charter, me that ask you again, because Indian airline.
No, but that disguise the people and where them come
that's
from.
That's why they use a German airline, them use
right.
A airline. But when me ask you again, if you are got them places, you could have just buy a one-way ticket, and it's not maybe you never even come to Jamaica yet. One-way ticket, and then it's a charter plane, and no paper, we don't have no paperwork neither. For a charter flight.
When you do a charter, you have to have a return date.
No, because if you more money people who have their money and charter a plane, the plane stay on the tarmac till they're ready. So you know.
Exactly.
I have to have a return flight for sure. So them people are like the artists, them when them have them one private jet, it stay there. But them are pay the airport, Them
yes.
Them pay the airport for land and them know so them are come. Enough money cost,
Yeah, man.
On the tarmac, of course. So them have to pay a fee. But them money there from Thursday, and them just carry them at the airport now today. So me I ask, you know, have your paper ready? That's why them call Pika. Me know them never have them thing up. Them call Pika. You Maria, you ever travel yet and you go any country and them a call like equivalent to Pika, Payo, and police. No. You ever say anything like this?
No.
So why you not call the Jamaica Constable Force Pika another agency and I call them and I mean what's at the bus them use and a taxi?
Yeah, but when?
And him say not spend the money now.
The government says that they landed legally. They had one-way tickets, no return.
Then they have a ticket.
No,
The
why?
charter.
Okay. But if they wait, you said Andrew said they landed legally.
That him say.
So
okay,
it's a chartered flight. Okay, it's a chartered flight.
Yeah.
Are you? I don't know how chartered flights operate. This is not my area of expertise. Ratty and Herb would know more than I do. Okay, this is a chartered flight. So when these things happen, and I'm quite sure they have to get a flight, put in a flight plan.
Yeah, so
because they need a takeoff and they need landing. Because remember, they stopped in Dubai, they stopped in Cairo. So they need all of that, right?
Yeah. So all right.
So all the information that they had on this flight, they weren't coming in as tourists.
No.
They weren't coming in as a business flight. So what did the government have? What information did the government have that allowed them to give permission for this flight to come through? Because this makes no sense. And another thing, look at how well they treated these Indians. Look how they treated the Haitians. The Haitians were not allowed due process. These people were allowed to go through customs and go in a 4-star hotel.
Yes, 4-star.
The Haitians were basically spun around and sent back.
Yes.
When they should have been given the humanitarian treatment per international law, human rights law, that they are allowed due process, asylum seeking, refugee status, and to seek asylum. They were never given that privilege. But look at these people who are given this kind of privilege. You see? So you see the double standard that exists.
Let me ask you, Maria. So if you have your 4-star hotel rate that costs much money per night, maybe $200 US per night, you can take up $200 and just put them in your place so you don't know them, nothing at all. For please the government or please somebody.
But that's a security risk. But that is a security risk.
Thank you, ma'am.
That is a security risk. I don't understand how it is that they could allow all these people to come in, this plane, a plane load of men, to land, deplane, go through customs. They have issues, and you take money, you put them among your society. You put them among your regular folk. Does the government know what they could have done?
All right.
What purpose? What did they show up for? What was their purpose there?
Purpose.
What was their purpose there is my question.
They can answer something to you. Because you just ask a serious question and I'm glad you ask this too. But maybe just answer the good thing. Because Andrew might have seen the pool and it ate up and him know it's a landslide and everything. You know, so then guy a bad pan computer for you know.
Yes.
You know, say what things them in there for just go on with some bag of anky panky. Andrew try
you know
ask
something?
Things. Him carry them in for
something, sir. You know something?
Yes.
Talking to Sir this today, talking to Fantastic Five, and both of them said the same thing.
Yeah, them bad. Them
yeah, man, them come for go at something.
Brought in.
Yes.
Were they being brought in to rig the election?
Yeah, because
what were they being brought in to
maybe
do?
Were
they being brought in to take jobs at high, in corporate Jamaica?
Yes.
Were they being brought in to take jobs in the ministries, in different schools, even at tertiary level? What were they being brought in to do?
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, if this is this the only flight that came in like this?
Yeah, this one.
No, what I'm saying, this one was caught.
Yeah,
been any other?
Yeah, there probably more coming where we never detect, or the people never detect.
Yes.
We don't know.
Yes.
We know about this one because it was caught, but many times it's always this one situation that opens a can of worms.
Yes.
Was this the first flight, or was this the one that just the people got caught?
That is it. And hear this, when you are coming now, you full out the thing online. You must do when you call peak and call everybody else, for you call peak immigration and thing that, Remember you have immigration over there already, Remember enough plane that carry 300 and add, 2 planes in the Pantarmac, 3 come and they just go through immigration and you're good. So you have 1,000 people over there in a line and I go through and you're good. That when you come now, but you have to call Pika themselves to come over there. And you have to call the Jamaica Constabulary Force to go straighten them out. So something wrong. Them paper never right. Me not ask him. So he must say them land legally when the authority I said them over there say, yo, them never have the permission, we make them land. And by the way, when you do them charter flight, you know, go through the if you don't go through the part like so much of them, because they never have them charter flight with so much of them. celebrity that come out, but them still have them book and them thing, you know. So immigration that meet them, you know, because them have launch or they meet them and that stamp them through the same way. Because them have spend a bag of money. You understand? And because them have return them have them plane for the time and them cost them a bag of money for you keep them playing. They not leave them playing for us. You remember them this way. Because we have money, you can live anywhere, you know. You understand? So them not have no problem with that. But these people get a chartered flight and get a hotel, put them not have the money. But them carry them in. And then him a pick up for them now. Him fling himself under the bus. Andrew, you fling yourself under Big Mama again.
Flight.
Yes.
What is the purpose of the what's the purpose of the flight?
What is
the purpose of the flight? That is what the people need to know.
What is the purpose?
What
who booked the flight? Who chartered the plane?
Who booked the flight?
Who
booked the flight?
Who pay for the hotel bill? PSOJ behind this, you know, some of them, you know.
Well, I tell you what, you know, it's only them people who them charter the flight from could have, you know, give a definitive answer to all of these, because these people on the ground go and lie. But had we, you know, get some connection with the German people, them will tell you the source. The local counterpart will fabricate it and lie. Because if we get, you know, to get contact with these people in Germany, they can tell you who booked the flight.
No,
and then
no matter. And you see it? It's not so easy to just get a contact with, remember, a plane system now, and them are the pilot. But you have to book it through somebody. Remember, you know, it's a flight, a big plane, you have book, you know. And then you have to pay for, you know. Let me tell you, say if them have the money there, and like you can't get up and say, me I put two. Me could call a big plane. No. Somebody there, because the money have it, remember, you know, it have a transfer to them. The payment of a right, and somebody reputable book this flight.
Yes. And so the only German counterpart now would have give that, you know.
They have to have the bank system set up right for book the flight.
Yeah.
The paperwork have right for book the flight.
The good thing you have the flight, the good thing you have the flight details, you know. Can do some research or make Herb do some Herb can do some research on that.
You want me to know? I just show them, say them over there. So because you say if this is boss, believe me, you don't see them on my camera chat to me that question them already. Hey, that's why the government don't want nobody know, you know. Call me that question, the Indian themselves have them on the camera before them leave from downtown. Me not ask. Come in ask who why you been here. I mean, no, 1 and 2 of them speak them English too. And then they'll tell you, yeah, we come here because the Prime Minister sent for us. And
all right.
Brother, you may hear me chat to now run up and down, so get them out fast. You know. Me I tell him, me I reach them.
Yeah, man, I know where knock it on them, man.
Them me that talk to, so them are the best man to talk to. Oh, you
yeah.
Right. Oh, that and that. And yes, well, let me get invited because we do this kind of work. So and you just interview them like a normal interview. Sweet them up.
Right. Sweet them up. Yeah.
Them could have the longest time, know that. You know, so worries, Andrew. Either boss or something and no worries. You understand? Then him come tell and legally. That is, me take them off. I'm going to share this. Because what we are seeing and what I say are two different things. And then if you have them come in, why you never brief the nation?
Exactly.
But where's the foreign minister and all of this?
She not have no use, you know.
She still could have come make herself useless. At least. Because she's supposed to be the person who address these matters, not even Andrew Wellness. Or both of them alongside each other.
He's my information minister according to Bug Life. So you put him, like when him go up in the mouth, because remember, you know, him are the biggest liability for the JLP party, and you see them just put a next week and put this around 20 near this come in a coffin again.
Yeah, that's why I tell you we have to use the hammer and knock it in hard at Thursday night with the Titans at full work, man.
Andrew just mash up himself. See me on the Titan, he say, you know, hey, should I have Titan, you know? Yeah,
I'm make Andrew Wallace know say on a regular nail we are use. We are use some 10 penny nail. The long one them from ancient days.
It's not go by USA ASPS. No.
No. That's why it come that way there. If it come via London, you know, US would have pick it up in a for them zone, you know.
Every flight, you know, but it now come at them airspace. Them no,
It
man.
now come, so, you know, yeah.
You go over them airspace, they take you down, man.
Let me take you down. So, you know, that's why them come the road where them come. It may have said to you all along.
Yeah,
Imagine a plane load of
Them a dodge a whole heap of thing because this thing was orchestrated by mafias.
Yeah.
And some mafia play this thing out.
Yeah, man.
Well orchestrated.
You
understand?
Yeah, well underlined. But yes, Maria.
Imagine a plane load of men landing in Canada, United States, or England, and they're not going on farm work. Not happening.
Can't happen. I'm a matter of fact, Jamaica not allow you to go.
What's a matter of fact? Which customs did they go through? How did they check in?
All right, let me tell you.
You know, and I'm still miffed by the fact that you said I didn't see that Andrew said that the flight landed legally.
Yes,
is it after they were in the, they landed legally, but why? What happened? Is it a situation that they were no? But then again, based on what the crew said, that they had no intentions of staying in Jamaica long because they were supposed to drop off the people. So then I don't. There's a disconnect between that being a final destination flight, that is where they're supposed to land, and what the Prime Minister said about it's a legal landing, which means they were expecting the flight. Is that what he's saying? Because I don't understand what he's saying.
Yeah, well, obviously, the airport expect the flight. Nah, man, they're expecting the flight because the Prime Minister said it's legal, not illegal. So, airport supposed to get landing tax and all these things.
But they never expect the flight.
What is the purpose? Okay, the flight is legal.
It's not legal.
Expected to land in Jamaica. No, he said the flight is legal.
It's
expected to land in Jamaica. Right? The question is why? Because it's a plane full of men, Indian nationals, one Uzbekistan national, a crew of Germans. Why were they instructed to land in Jamaica? Why was that flight, that specific flight of 218 men destined for Jamaica? What was their purpose? And on it, this one, but he wasn't the only one. There were many others whose background checks did not check out. So it raised more red flags than it did than not. So that caused many people to be concerned and to say, no, let's call in reinforcement to deal with the situation because this is above our pay grade.
So you remember what the Prime Minister said again now. So okay. So them get a chartered flight come to Jamaica and you have to have a return ticket. So that is not a ticket, you know. So I like them go now, them have got to show me now a return for land. You have to show me a return ticket now where you call locally now and buy a return ticket where them have got to. I don't know if them can go to London. I don't know if them have papers to go to London or them have make them land and then for go on to where them have go. Okay? So them can chartered flight this. Them have money to get chartered flight for go back home. You understand? So them have to have a return ticket, you know. But on chartered flight, the flight now wait for you. The flight now wait for you.
Now wait for them.
What the return ticket? What do you want this? Or you feel like you can land them and them have the return ticket?
Right now, this flight will come at Jamaica. It's not different from the migrant them will come from Africa on the pirate boat, drop them off at Cali, and then they make them way across the channel on the inflatable boat. At the same thing, because them pirates just drop you off and gone, you know. It's the next trip them a bring. Them no business with you from them drop you off. And the same thing is on the true, it's a aeroplane this time.
So hear this now. Somebody just say, I just see somebody. I just say a group ticket. Jay, this cannot be Butler. You hear what we are talking about here, sir? Or if you charter a flight and you have a group ticket. You charter a flight, you don't have a ticket, ma'am. You clear immigration. If you buy a ticket to go back, it's that me talk about. It's a chartered flight. If me charter a plane I'm want me them if have them make sure them document them travel document good. I can't carry who me I carry on my plane. A big plane that what somebody send for charter and carry how much on it. So you have a group ticket. What kind of ticket? You know buy group ticket for chartered flight, ma'am. And I said go. Them charge me have to pay 500,000 for the plane, and that me I pay for the plane, ma'am. Alright? Don't write something where don't make no sense, please, and thanks. Alright? Look up about them chartered flight there. Yeah, man. Say them a charge every pay for them say a 10,000 for a charter flight. You alone, pan you know you have the little plane, they may have pay a $10,000. So me and my manager go somewhere. But remember you still have to have your documents to go show and clear, you know. And if me a charter to go and come back, but if me not come back, I'm gonna take a local flight now. I have to go book a ticket for me have the chartered one. I gotta land, but I gotta book a ticket to come back or something. Don't. That different group ticket. No, sir. You understand? And group ticket, nobody now give no 200 group ticket them like that, man. In a football thing, and I like it group as group. So I like you have a long list with say group ticket like this. You understand? Now work out. Because anybody can leave at any time, you know. So although you have ticket, but you book, you might say a group, it have to be an individual thing because everybody have to clear custom. You can't say a group and then through the one I want to go, and then say, okay, one big ticket. It have a name, Lonesome, Lloyd, Beckford, Maria, and you have to have the details and thing and for them stamp you out. If something wrong with that one, I'm for move up. Yeah? You travel see what's something, you know.
Yeah, man, you have to have your own personal identity and your passport and your clearance visa and all these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man.
But especially now, in these times after 9/11, you cannot just take a flight like that at face value. It has to be more detailed for security purposes.
Yes.
So one cannot just be willy-nilly about these flights, a flight full of men coming into to land.
That drop off.
And there are no checks and balances, you know,
yes.
there are no security protocols in place. And we look at the picture of these men. These are young, strong, able-bodied men.
Of course.
So what are they? And the thing is, we know nothing about them. They could be pedophiles. I'm not maligning anybody. But who are these men? Pedophiles to come and finish rape of the little girl and little boys then? You know? And another thing too, in this situation, they should all be checked out. Since they took them off the flight, they had them deplaned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were they given medical attention to make sure they weren't bringing in communicable diseases?
Mm-hmm. Four-star hotel, isn't it?
That influx, Marie, that influx of men into the country, they should have gone into quarantine. To begin with.
Because I was saying, instead of taking them to the hotel, you know, okay, so the plane should have been left on the tarmac. Law enforcement should have boarded the plane to make sure they do their security checks on the plane, on the tarmac. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So they deplaned them. Why did they not take them to a place as big as the National Arena? Where you can close all the doors and you have one exit, one way in, one way out. And then you can have security man this facility. You can bring out the JDF to man the facility.
Yes.
And then the law enforcement now do a deeper investigation into person by person. Because 218 persons to investigate is not an easy task. But if you have them in a confined space, get cots and put there, or blow-up beds or whatever. There are bathrooms there, but make sure they're in a space where they're in a controlled setting. So law enforcement can do their jobs and keep the Jamaican people safe. But that is not what happened here. They were allowed to roam free and walk about and mill about and go and buy snacks and take pictures and look at the beautiful sea and look at the seaside, walk in and walk out in their flip-flops and their shorts. Like, well, nothing to see here. And we don't see anything from the National Security Minister, the Justice Minister, or the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Tourism, because these were not tourists, and nothing from the Prime Minister. And we should all accept this as normal.
When we get the thing that man put up in us, I can't take them back. I'm going to show him, say, man, what you come, because what am I trying doing is bring the authority but deal with this under the bus. Remember my Prime Minister, you know, him can't tell me the number and the plane. Remember, them are the expert pan boy come in, you know. The man at the tower that tell you, if them not in the tower, you know, say plane a crash. Fill and take off. If you don't have the immigration, and this is a for them job, not the prime minister job. Him then if you legislate and make sure, and then they may report to him if anything like one. But him not come and tell me something what foolish is when them people are get out when them are get out already. Call peak and call who them a call. You know that mean that serious. So what him a do now? Him a try cook up something him and them. You understand? Him a try cook up it can't work. I remember chartered flight now. You know, unless the plane a wait for you and the plane never did a wait.
No, the plane now wait.
Something wait to just send them back to repatriate them to India. I hope they did a thorough investigation before repatriating them to India. Is concerned just to do it alone. That is concerning. There needs to be a thorough. I'm not saying they must send them back, but needs to be. They need to be treat them the way they treat the Haitians. Give them the same treatment. Give them the same treatment because they don't treat the Haitians with any respect, but they want to go into Haiti to do what I don't know. But let's stick to this point. Give them the same Haitian treatment, but they should be all of them should be debriefed. Where you come from, what are your skill sets that we want to know. We need to know what each person is skilled in. Did you go to college? What did you go to college to study? Are you working? Where do you work? When was your last job? Where were you last employed? All of those things. Are you married? Do you have a family? What is your family background? Those things are important because it is about keeping the Jamaican people safe.
Sister,
it's a national security nightmare.
Yes. Sister, but more you're talking and more we ask question, you know. Because when you think about it now, 200 and odd man, you know, they must have wife, you know, mother, sister, you know, so them close in it. You know the Indian them live. And just get up and it's a chartered flight and you just pick out 200 and odd man. You know, I don't know, 200 and odd people just from India. If you just come on a plane, oh, you get them together too much people. It must unpick. Together them on a plane, a chartered plane.
They could also be prisoner from India too.
Yes, no more gonna show you because we are showing you now. Oh, them get these people just, can you know, just put on a plane and people just walk on it. Them know what them are doing, you know. And then the prime minister tell you, and him not tell you what them did come for. You know, so them come for a vacation because them that come as a tourist. And you can't tell about tourists neither. Them that go through Mobi and them that go by themselves, you know, just see. You know, see them come a cut all ribbon and all kind of things. Them can't tell me that. So where them come for? But I'm just telling them to go back same time. Where them come for? The prime minister should have said where them come for.
That is the key question.
Milk cow.
Why did you come? Yes.
Yeah.
And not only why did you come, where are you from? And where you're from, do you have a life there?
Yes.
What quality of life do you have where you come from? Because that makes no sense whatsoever. No sense whatsoever. The migrant situation at the border in the US, we understand that because people are fleeing from different parts of the world for whatever they think America can offer them. Okay? When they've come up and say, boy, it's not as easy as they hear. It doesn't work that way. Okay, fine. This situation is totally different. This is a national security problem. Because given the level of terrorism that is going on right now, you have a war in Russia and Ukraine.
Yes.
You have Israel in Gaza. You have China threatening Taiwan all the time. Plus, we have so many unstable situations on the continent of Africa. So nobody have the situation with Guyana and Venezuela. So this should be concerning. You cannot say it is a legal landing. It's a legal landing, yes, but there are many unanswered national security questions that are more troublesome, more bothersome, and people should be asking those questions of the Prime Minister and his cabinet.
Even if the Prime Minister says it's a legal landing.
To serve, he did not put their safety first. That wasn't
even Marie.
He take them so much for granted that he allowed these people just walking around doing anything. They could have been out there planning what they can do to cause mayhem in the country because they had the time to do it. They had the time to do it. Why were they not sent back Thursday when they arrived?
That is it.
We know nothing about these people.
You see what them do? Them put it there, you know. Yeah. Yeah, them put it there now. Yeah, man. Where's 100 years, Maki? Them put it there and I tell people, say, on Friday, but when me look on the travel thing, the tracking, the itinerary and the tracking, it show me say Thursday. No, it come out and the Prime Minister come and say Thursday. We never said that long time. You know, people say Friday. From Thursday, them there. Thursday. From Thursday, them there.
Yeah, exactly. From Thursday. And no, this
yeah,
is now
this from
everybody's learning
Thursday, no
about
better.
it.
And
Yeah, but in Lonesome, in regards to what Andrew saying, say the flight legally, but still, it's an illegal landing because airport authority never have it listed as landing.
Nothing. You just friend of them.
So only Andrew Holness have it listed. That's why I say him implicate himself and him tie himself to the controversy right there and then.
Yes.
You know? So him have to come and give a clear analysis and stop muddy the water as to why this plane come to Jamaica with these 218 Indians and what was the purpose behind that amount of men coming to Jamaica.
You know, some visa, some more might have come on some other flight too.
Yeah, man. I just this one I get fall through, man. This one fall through, man.
Him have some come in 2020 and
them are coming long time, man. Long time them are coming.
Them I'll send them back now and say, yo, come to Mobile. 10 and 1, don't come too much because the people them are gonna notice. Just 15. Come fly, go down in a Panama, I make a fly them go down in a, you know, Trinidad, and then fly come up, and then you're 15 like nothing, you know, just 15, we take on up. And we are carrying back the whole on. We have to send no because the people they're mad. But we want to come here, come do what I do. It have to fit.
I don't know if these are the foreigners where Chucker say them have to imply if you take up the work with Jamaica no one. I don't know. I have to ask some question, you know.
Them up to no good. Can't look at
you understand?
Where you come to Jamaica for? You just get about a yard and just leave your family and everything one way because the plane are left here, you just fly come in, so. Where you come to Jamaica for?
If you have a charter flight, you know, you have to have a booking agent for that charter flight, and somebody have to arrange that charter flight.
Of course, enough money too.
It can't be because we don't have a scheduled flight coming in from India into Jamaica. I'm not aware of that. And if you even have flight from India to Jamaica, it have to come via London. So from it don't come via London, that's where the suspicion and the red flag rise up itself.
No, but like, well, you know, as me I say, if you have a charter flight and the government clear with people, we don't know, you know, say, hey, we are carrying some workers, we have a charter flight. A matter of fact, the authority would know.
They would know.
So
that's why I said the flight landed legally in Jamaica. Because aviation was not aware of it.
That is it. So them do some illegal thing. So look on this.
That is illegal right here and then, man.
Yes, of course. Because them have to give them clearance land and everything.
Yeah.
Them legal. That mean not tell it to come from him. Yes, Maria. Yeah, Maria.
But you know, there's a bigger problem here too, you know, with we're looking at it, but do you think there's gonna be an investigation? I know truth is it's a rhetorical question. I know the answer to that is no. But imagine for a second that this happened in the United States of America. All the people involved would be fired. And there would be an investigation on Capitol Hill in the Congress about this. The same thing would happen in Canada. The same thing would happen in England. Why is this allowed to happen without any repercussions? Is anybody going to be fired for this?
No,
is there going to be an investigation about this? Or is this going to be just business as usual? Carry on, nothing to see here. You see, that is the level of corruption that we're dealing with when we talk about the Andrew Holness administration. It is so corrupt that anything that is untoward or illegal or against the Constitution, against the norm and the traditions, you just come to expect it from the Andrew Holness administration. And it is very sad. It is very sad. because he unleashed these people on the Jamaican people, putting the Jamaican nationals at risk. Putting the Jamaican nationals at risk for days, for many days. You know how much harm they could have caused, and there's going to be not one striking investigation about this situation because it is a major national security breach.
But I ask you something, Maria. Come and play let me play the plane no drop in a Clarendon. That was a breach. And yes, that was a breach. And see, a matter of fact, let me just give the people them. That's how they could touch it now, going to people. That's how they could touch this. This was a breach, people. Look here. Look on this.
We have more in this report from.
Look at this.
The investigation is underway to determine what led to a plane entering Jamaica's airspace and the subsequent emergency landing in Rocky Point, Clarendon. The occupants and pilot of the aircraft are still being sought, as well as whatever cargo was on board. We have extensive team coverage of this developing story. Up first, our reporter Dwayne Anderson was on the scene last night.
It was not the typical Saturday evening for residents of Rocky Point in Clarendon. They told us the ordeal started minutes after 6 when an unknown plane began circling the area.
While we're on the ball going to play some ball, we see this aircraft, small aircraft fly past, go to the east, so we never too pay it in mind. So maybe a 2 minutes after here we see it come back, and then we see it come up as a come land. You see me I say, so we say, how I go on here? So then next thing we know, the man them go on them boat and them drive come up here and them say, yo, plane crash up there and something, and then everybody run come up here. You see me I say?
Because it passed low right over here, no one to Friday. We see a jet, but to some look. You see, you go back over the hill and then you come back with one bright light and a search. And then when you see a bloop. Well loud, man. Everybody here back way back up, man. Well loud, man.
Getting to the site was tricky. The water was low in some parts and 5 feet deep in others. Fisherfolk familiar with the area led the way. They told us crocodiles frequent the water in these parts. Luckily, we did not encounter any of the reptiles in the dark while on our journey. Now, once on the scene, we observed several things. The plane bore a Mexican flag. Whoever was inside had also packed for the journey, as indicated by the bottles of drinking water we saw scattered. We checked, and the water brand is traced back to Mexico. No, we did not go into the plane to help preserve the site for investigators. But this amateur footage from residents who went aboard showed what inside the unit looked like. Most people we spoke with said they went to the site to help anyone who may have been injured.
At first we worry and I wonder what could have gone because we think whole heap of scenarios. You see me I say? They don't come up here and see for yourself, so you look at the plane because see the bottom there. So you look like it land right there, so and then it go way up more go to stop. You see it? So that's why we hear a loud noise and something. Because we were frightened at first, yeah, because we are wonder what go on here, so.
So I'm hoping that it just crashed for a good reason, it was just malfunction and crash and nothing else. But
never no malfunction. She don't know that is not a malfunction and crash. If it drop out of the sky, take a block up, man. That run and land. More crash, him look place to land, that's why I'm circled. Them don't know about plane, I will show them. Yeah, but the rest of the them put on the bright light and them circle and look where him can land. And it run go. You notice it in a buck up. If plane drop, brother. When really drop, every lick water, it coming like it lick rock and buck up same way, Drop from a height, you know, right? Like solid rock it lick. Him land it. Him first land it. So him not crash, he never crash, he don't mash up. Me show you the one where overshoot the runaway because me go out there, The Air Jamaica, the American airline one. Me did do a video with it, It broke in two, the nose part broke off and thing, but that run overshoot the runway. With him land, because it have enough weight and enough thing. Even though a smaller plane. Him overshoot the runway when him try to stop it. You understand? This one is easier to stop. What the pilot and the people them depend this? We don't know, right? We don't know, right, Maria? We don't know. Look at that one.
We know nothing about
This
that.
area.
The
7.
They could have been mixing with the Jamaican people, and it's and we see there's no follow-up investigation. Everything is 9-day wonder in Jamaica. No matter how serious the issue, it's a 9-day talk, and a few days from now, nobody remembers to talk about it and ask the necessary questions. And I'm thinking, the more you think about the situation and how the government allowed these people put the Jamaican people's lives in danger because they had them roaming about the sunny streets and nothing to do but play all the live long day. And you have to say, what kind of government is running Jamaica right now? Is there really a government? Because this could happen no place else. Because I am shocked that they allow them to deplane.
They're not supposed to deplane. Because you
They
know,
shouldn't
you land in
deplane.
our
They should-
country.
Law enforcement, they should, as a matter of fact, they should be on the plane, out there on the tarmac, and law enforcement meet them
I
out there.
feel about the plane and make them go
one
on.
by one.
You make them go
Right?
on.
And then you refuel and say, you know what? No, you
Carry them back. If you make them land, you just
Right.
refuel, just that alone, and you make them lift up. Don't none of
Yes,
them
you let
come
them
off.
land. They deplaned.
You
Found out that
understand?
there were issues with some of them. And what you do, you put them in a 4-star hotel. Really?
You don't
Before you
deplane
take them
them.
to the national arena. But you see, they don't have space to put these people. They said they don't have any space to put them because there's overcrowding. But they have space to put the poor people, right? Poor
The
people
young boy, yeah, man,
all
they
them
lock them up enough, man.
SOEs,
Enough.
states of emergencies and things that
Yeah,
they
man,
put
lock them
poor
up,
people
man.
under.
Lock them
They
up,
have
man.
space for them. But
Yes.
these people, they have no space for them to give them the kind of treatment that they. Why did they treat them like the Haitians?
No.
These people are guests of the government, you know.
Yes, Wayne.
Yes.
And it leaves we have a lot of questions to ask because this is Andrew Wallace, and nothing he does is trustworthy.
Him no good. Where's the light?
These people are guests of the government, so he has to treat them very well because, you know, when he go back to his counterpart in India, he has to keep that, you know, supreme friendship alive. So these people, you know, Andrew Holness know about them. The foreign minister know about them. The minister of national security know about them. You understand? The POCJ know about them. Because that's where all our corruption is centered in Jamaica, around those 4 entities with this saga.
Look
They
at
are the
this
4
thing again.
people that know about them.
Me just a recap. Me I show the people in my next class. This Andrew, this a player watch, you know. Quick time. Look at the next one, here, people.
Sometime after 7 p.m. on Friday night, we were alerted to the information that a plane may have experienced some amount of difficulty and went down somewhere in the Marash area of Braze River. An immediate search and rescue operation was launched. The various agencies were contacted to include the fire brigade and the military. Took about 3 hours where the wreckage of what appeared to be a 2-engine plane was found in this area. The aircraft was fully burnt and there's an active investigation ongoing. No person was found, no other items except for the burnt remains of the plane. Therefore, like I said, this investigation will expand beyond the St. Elizabeth Police.
People play and cheap something them a burn money. I mean, I tell them that you see them burn the plane or something them a burn, but them cargo where them have it worth more than the plane.
They have the cargo, but they're burning some evidence. Burning,
You notice the one of the bush?
There are no fingerprints and all of
No,
that.
all right. You notice all of the bush, none of the bush don't burn up like that or nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing a burn, I just the plane them just burn. Them know what
Just the plane burn. Yeah, them know them.
I'm plane landed some more than one time. And it take 3 hours to go there.
But them know the location of the area, so it's supposed to be easy for access to them because they are familiar with that location, the Maras place in St. Elizabeth. You understand? And we have helicopters. When this happened, the Jamaican government had just ordered some helicopters. So I mean, why did not they put it to use and go if it was a rescue site, go to the rescue site as quick as possible.
It take him like 15-20 minutes to reach it. 3 hours. Nobody them not find nobody, but people leave off of the island. All right, what's that?
Because them leave it for burnout.
Look at that one
the
again.
seizure of more than $25 million worth of cocaine yesterday. The police partnered with several crime-fighting units from the U.S. and Canada, but no arrests have been made in relation to the massive drug bust. Javine McLean reports.
On Friday, shortly after the police launched a major operational initiative dubbed Operation Relentless 2, targeting criminals. There was a major drug bust at the Ian Fleming Airport in St. Mary.
look inside
The
that,
find
look
was
under
the
the
result
place.
of a joint operation between CTOC Narcotics Division in partnership with U.S. Homeland Security,
Put down, just
DEA,
put
and
down.
Canadian law enforcement officials.
Immigration and
Head of
custom,
Crime and
neat and
Security in the
pretty.
JCF DCP Fitzbailey says the cocaine was headed for Canada.
On Friday, the 23rd of September 2022, a joint operation was conducted at the Ian Fleming International Airport between the hours of 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. by police officers drawn from the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, the Narcotics Division, and law enforcement agents from the United States of America. The objective of this operation was to intercept and seize cocaine destined for Canada.
He notes the value is over $25 million US. To date, no one has been arrested.
During the operation, a total of 500.2 kilos of cocaine, or 1,100.5 pounds, was seized and taken to a police facility for processing. The value of the cocaine is estimated to be over $25 million US. No one was arrested. However, investigation continues in the matter.
In the meantime, the Operation Relentless initiative will target the police divisions.
So who could have gone to that place now? Let me just ask somebody and then ask that. Who could have gone to a little place like that? Kaboskabel is a little place. And it have immigration and custom, and it's a little place where everybody can see everybody and must have them little camera. But them put on how much duffel bag with over how much pound of coke, over 1,000 pounds. Yeah? Over half ton or nearly a ton of coke. Value 25 million US, over 25 million US. And just put it down, just remember one man put them back there more than maybe a lot two man I carry. And you allow them to just carry the bag and leave it and go on about them business. That don't make no sense to me. Eh?
No.
I know nobody no get charged, just know we know. Maria, nobody no get charged. This is what Andrew will watch.
But it's still weird. It goes back to the 9-day wonder. The 9-day talk. Everything is literally 9-day talk in Jamaica. Because no matter how serious the matter it is, it gets, you talk about it for a few days, and everybody is incensed and outraged and all of that. And then it dies down and they move on to the next issue. Because another part of this story, you know, because Fantastic Five and I have been in and another part of this story is they said in the reporting, they said that they were on their way to Canada and Nicaragua.
Mm-hmm.
But based on what the pilots, the flight crew said, that was their last stop. Jamaica was their last stop.
Mm.
Yeah. So was it that the passengers were going to figure out their way to Canada and Nicaragua? I don't know. That part
is Jamaica, them said them that left them and go back. The man say it. The pilot, them talk to them.
But I'm saying in the reporting, they also say that that same cruise, not the same crew.
No,
I don't know what percentage of those men were going, but they said that they were also going to go to Canada and Nicaragua.
But
and I'm saying,
as I said before, these men, when the TVJ talk to them, I remember them contact them thing, then and them say them to just leave and go. That means maybe it's a different trip that, but not this trip. This trip of Jamaica. You know what the people them do, them just write and fling monkey wrench. But when TVJ, like a reporter, go talk to them, and them tell them say, so them get vexed and them call, because I know them are going to talk to them, you know. And them are going to repeat. Not me not listen to and just say, you know. Me know them talk to you. If them call you, them talk to you. Have some reporter come and chat to you. So if them vex or them reach up to them, because them reach up to them, and so them stay. You remember the old TVJ that. You understand?
Right.
So, you know, when the paper report, though, I don't trust them none at all. A reporter, because you have some of them not good enough, but you have some of them come out something. But the paper now, them just write anything for thing monkey wrench. Especially Observer, because I remember John Jacket lady share the editor, you know. Yes, I always remember that, you know. So I like when the reporter them come out, I can go chat to them and say, who you chat to and them thing there. You know? Yes. See? So that's why them said them are left them there. Not to leave them and then go Nicaragua. I'll leave them and go Canada. Them say them for left them. Them say them might ball them up to call them to leave. Them for just drop them at that them say, you know. They never say drop them and carry some other one, you know. You understand? This is how them put in the paper for 2 years. But when they start get this, when they think they get this TVJ, them reporter get this, them I get it. And I'm at top, you notice what them do? Them go and video the people them outside. So I rather listen. Cause me like the things too, you know. So me hear. So me know so them I do them work. So when who them chat to them video. Cause me I do the same thing, you know. He said me know so them down there. And the people them TVJ might not go talk to them, but me not send go talk to them, you know. Them sit down, them just send and ask them how them love Jamaica and then, you know, elicit something from them, then only reach. Or why wanna come to Jamaica or something. You understand what I say? Eh? If me did know, me I tell you say me put them up on video same way. No two way about it. So
Yeah,
people
man.
that talk to them and get what them I say. Them that say, hey, yeah man, it's Andrew and you know, and yes, we come because Andrew want to hear or something. Them that talk. Can you not talk to them like nothing, you know, you talk to them if the place or the place nice and welcome, who sponsor them and everything. So you make them talk and you video them. See? I wish TVJ that do, yeah man, but you understand? But TVJ when you want to do that, you know, them I get there and them mad. Them rather, you know, talk to them who them you know for do for them interview. But me don't go forward and for them thing. See? But nothing from observer, John Jacket. You have to be careful of John Jacket and this pin in here. Because John Jacket wife there, Mrs. Jacket there, you know. Yeah, Mrs. John Jacket down there. So, you know, yes. Can you remember John Jacket wife there, observer, you know. At the editor, you know. Mrs. Jacket.
Okay.
Mrs. Jacket, yes. She's there. So be just careful out. You understand, lady?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
She likes spin things too, you know, because I remember for John Jacket's sake. You understand? Mrs. Jacket is there. Mrs.
Yeah.
Jacket, good evening. This is J Jacket. Yes. You understand? So them spin things. But with TVJ do go and video right there and I show them and them a walk. Them not just say them a walk, you know, them show you. So them going night for go and TVJ come boss it. So Andrew do damage control. So them run out with something that make no sense. Can you remember the TVJ? Remember tell you about TVJ? Them a call the authority, you know. And who them come through, them a call the bigger boss and you hear what. But Andrew now, I run out late. This is what them do with SSL too, you know. When them go talk, you know, then Andrew say him never know what go and that's why him not come talk. Then him come back, come talk for himself, say him scores and him account from 2021. And him come say it, you know. Then them talk to Nigel Clark, him say him never hear that. And when them one of them ask him, I must have from TVJ or CVM, them say, in close on, him never know about Andrew account. He never know about it. And the man that's about that, him say it, the Prime Minister said that's a public thing. Oh, him never hear. Him lie to you know.
Very lie. Very, very lie.
So them dangerous.
He's a duplicate of Andrew Holness, you know, in its entirety. Yeah, man.
But we tell us that this them I do all the time. This them I do. Yeah.
As it relates to them contraband there at the airport, you know, and them can identify who leave them there. That's ridiculous. Because if that is the case, then that airport don't have any security surveillance.
No, but
so that's what they should tell us, that it don't have any security surveillance, because the size and weight of those bags, I just said one man can't lift it up.
No.
So a 2 man would have to lift up that for put it pan weight, for go pan for weight and all these things. And I mean, in a small airport like that, you know, that is not a normal, you know, procedure for you say, them type of bag that come in. You know, regularly a man just check in with one thing I'm on and him move along easily and just drop it on the scale and him gone. That coming like when you load a container.
Okay. So may I ask you something like, I'm going to ask Maria. So you ever say, somebody go foreign, I look at one man, and him carry 10 of them back there come
No, sir. You mad?
We are him alone go on.
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
so,
sir.
If you even come with them back there and leave it unattended, for you come with the bag and just leave it just and walk out of the building, people not going to stop you.
Of course.
People must stop you. People must stop you.
So all them not stop them and them can't tell me and no fix bail they can't. 2 years, September come make 2 years. Him say I do arrest him and strike 5 and I know them not arrest nobody. Him did say them
Well,
assign to do the arrest.
well, that alone show you say is a corrupted thing a run. From Fitzgerald can come out and explain to me after him said him near for put out the press release on that. Yeah, and I'll know. Him say 2 weeks, you know. And I'll know. So that just show you say him know where I go on and him can't talk because I owe him the round and for them thing. As it relate because no small man don't bring them vast amount of contraband in our country. That have to be by the top man them will run the country. And as we know, the country is not been running by politicians, it's run by top man, top chopper. Criminals.
Yes, man.
Organization gangs. Amen. Top man where white collar criminals they are. And at the end of all of that, we find the Prime Minister. He always have to be involved. Because Bug like say him are the information minister, so everything have to run through him.
Him a misinformation minister, brother.
Well, whatever, but everything have to pass through him.
Okay. Maria.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say?
No, I was about to say that Andrew has a lot of answers to give, but I don't think he cares enough about Jamaican people to come and speak the truth. And it is rather unfortunate that we're here talking about these things. And the media is not covering it in a way that we really expect them to. And they're just going to move on to the next thing. So many stories, Win. So many stories. And all you can hear is investigation. Nothing is concluded. Nothing is concluded. Yes. But they have strength for poor people. Yeah. And this situation that happened with all these men showing up in Jamaica on a plane, and Prime Minister saying is they had legal landing. Custom of aviation knows nothing about their flight because if anybody should get their flight, it's aviation authority. They're supposed to know because they're the ones who make sure the planes don't collide in the sky. So if the people out of Norman Manley who are what they call them now, air traffic controllers, if they don't know about this flight, then something is radically wrong.
Yes. No, so they're the ones who ought to know. Yeah, but wait. These are the people, air traffic controllers, ought to know about this flight. Of course. And then, what so it is, Maria. When you get a flight, like your wish flight come through the immigration, them knows that come to, Exactly. Custom knows that come to air traffic controller, because they have a pass come to them. So them work together. So them prepare, that's why them not leave them this, them know when the traffic come through, them know what and what. Them know. No, you have thing online, so them know. But they never know that one and them have to give them clearance and landing and then him come attack foolishness. The man for go sit down here. There's a protocol, There's a protocol, there's a chain of command. Everybody have to be on the same page. Yes. To prevent accidents in the air. Yeah, man. So when the Prime Minister says this was a legal landing, okay. Are the air traffic controllers aware of that same fact? Because I don't know if they're on the same page about this. Yeah.
But the air traffic controller said they didn't know about the flight.
This is the minister of everything, he's director of every agency and every organization, and he's the prime minister, so he's everywhere. He micromanages everything, and on top of that, he really knows nothing. But I'm glad that the Jamaican people are safe. And there was nothing untoward that happened to them. But 2 questions remain. Yes. Is this the first flight of its nature? And if it's not, how many flights like that came in and the people are in the Jamaican society right now? Well, I'll try to find out. But we're not thinking the first. Before you said the smaller airport, them are send them and use the smaller one, carry them to Boscabel, Carry the big one, this car that less people with them control them up to the police when they did it. You have a super tell the police, listen, they have to see nothing,
Because they have security keep it. Him tell the sergeant. We hear from inside sources, him tell him, say, oh, you see I'm blind, I say, you know, sit up, you know. You just put here some.
That is why the corruption can't finish.
Yes. So now I tell them what them
anyway, my brother.
Yes.
And I got to run, so listen. Good show, good show. Big up Mr. Beckford.
Yeah, man, respect Maria. All the best.
All right, cool.
Respect. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, my brother. We're going to run it out.
Yeah, man.
We run it out. So, you know, hey, people, they know, say the Titans are worries Thursday night.
Well, right now, all me I make sure do is make sure no me sharp the axe, you know, cause be a chopping and knocking, you know, with the nail hammer, you know. 10 penny nail come Thursday night, man. Mystic and aromatic.
I watch back our worries, you know. Andrew,
yes, man.
Well, come on for you, this yeah. Our worries. But there, my brother.
All right, respect.
All right. But there, later.
Yeah, man, later.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber them.
Not a Judas, them a backstabber. I'm my wife and this straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Make the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold. Like a bull man, we send us the jammer. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line to line. Become a lyrical phaser. Put up in the rhythm, they load some boy, all in a head.